Today there were a handful of moments that went viral on Twitter from the Young Thug trial that's ongoing, and I really want to talk about them. I need to make it clear right away, I know next to nothing about the Young Thug trial. I don't know what the particulars of the case are, what he's being accused of, what he's potentially facing. I don't really have a clue, but you don't need to know the lore behind why the trial is happening to understand why these moments are so wacky. I'm gonna go ahead and start by showing you what I believe is potentially one of the biggest head-scratcher moments the American justice system has ever heard.
Regardless is less than 1% of this whole indictment. This reminds me of this anime named Bleach, where it's 16 seasons. Every episode is about 18, 20 episodes. Sorry, every season is 18 to 20 episodes. And they have season 4 and 5. They have these bouts. They're villains of the whole thing in season 4 and season 5. The main characters are trying to get them out of soul society.
Pardon the interruption. I'm not trying to jump scare you here, nor am I trying to intrude on this passionate speech about the Bount arc from Bleach, but I think it's important because I imagine most of you haven't seen what she's referring to, and God bless you, keep it that way. The Bount arc in Bleach is regarded by many, myself included, as one of the worst arcs in all of anime. It's basically about vampires that get introduced out of nowhere and then leave out of nowhere, never to be addressed again. It is a garbage filler arc that serves only to waste your time and insult your intelligence. It is truly trash. And I'm one of those poor souls that endured the torture of watching it. I didn't know the Bount arc was filler, so I subjected myself to that almost never-ending nightmare. So when she brought up the Bount arc here, it was like an old wound reopening and then having salt poured in it. I had a repressed memory come forefront and then like post-traumatic stress disorder as a result, because she brought up the Bount arc in this fucking trial for some reason. Now, she is representing someone else who is involved in this case. His name is Rodalius Ryan, and the way she's trying to weave in the anime reference with the point she's trying to make is interesting.
You go to season 6, you don't hear about the bounce. You go to season 7, you don't hear about the bounce. Why don't you hear about these important characters? Because they're filler characters. It's a filler season. Me and Rodalius, we're fillers. We're not integral to the story. They just drag him out of prison to jail to make this bigger than it has to be. We're basically distractions. So, as a juror, what can you do to tell the state, we're not going to be distracted. We don't need to listen to filler. You come back at the end of this with a not guilty for Rodalius Ryan. You tell them we do not want to waste our time on fillers. We just want to get to substance. So I guess, sit back, enjoy the show, get some popcorn, because this is not justice, this is a circus. Thank you.
I find that closing remark, this isn't justice, this is a circus, hits even harder since it follows an entire speech about anime in a legal setting. Like, she isn't wrong, this is set the dial from serious all the way to silly. We have cranked that shit up now. We're talking anime. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is how I imagine a Discord trial might go. You have Judge Wumpus presiding over a case, slamming the gavel. Order! Order! Huh. Interesting. Tipping a fedora. This reminds me of that time in Naruto when Rock Lee took off those training weights against Gaara. Am I right? Isn't that right, jury? Like, it's just... It is taken anime and put it in a setting where it shouldn't be. This is a very professional spot that deals with people's lives. Like, you're there to represent your client, and you're using anime in your opening statements here, I think is probably the wrong move here on the chessboard. Not the strongest opening. Based on how she sums up her opening statements, it seems like the point she's trying to get across is that her client is not important in the overall case, thus their presence is only there to serve as a distraction or inflating everything. Thus, you know, it's filler, like Bleach Bount arc. Now for the next clip I'd like to show you, you're gonna have to really open up your ears here because the audio on it is some dog ass. It's pretty bad. For some reason, quite a few times throughout the trial, the audio would just get really fucked up.
But to Jeffrey, thug had a different meaning. Now, some of you read books about Tupac and what it meant to be thug life. Thug life, the hate you give little infants, Fs, everyone. Meaning discrimination and racism hurts all of us. We teach that to our kids.
Now, this is Young Thug's lawyer, and right now he is trying to get into the kitchen with a ton of ingredients and start cooking. And the recipe that he's following, well, it's got some interesting flavor to it, to say the least, with the direction that this dish ends up going.
That was not what Thug meant to Jeffrey. Thug meant and means to Jeffrey something very personal. It was his path. If he could ever make it as a musical artist and help his family, himself, and as many others out of this endless cycle of hopelessness, he would be truly humble under God. That's what Thug means.
I tried my best to edit out the long pauses he takes. I don't know if he's like a classically trained actor or something, or he's auditioning for a thespian troupe. I don't really know. But he takes these like long, really dramatic pauses mid-sentence, and it just dragged everything so long. My theory is that the reason he keeps pausing and stopping for a little bit is because he's stalling for time so he can continue to come up with something in his noodle up here, and he eventually comes up with a banger. He ties it into... This is not what Thug actually means to Jeffrey, Jeffrey being Young Thug's real name. He then says the Thug stands for truly humbled under God. And when I heard him say that, I did one of these. I actually just shot back. I was like, wow, he fucking did it. He pulled off a miracle. Like, I could imagine, like, the jury standing up and clapping like, man, that was so moving, wiping tears from their eyes. Truly humbled under God. Now it all makes sense. Like, it's such an incredible Hail Mary play from the lawyer here. Obviously, this is a bunch of fish paste. That is, the Thug in Young Thug doesn't stand for anything. It's not an abbreviation. That wouldn't make any sense. Let's just play ball with this idea here, this fantasy that it stands for truly humbled under God. That would mean his name would be Young, Truly Humbled Under God. That would be his artist name. That is nonsensical. But it was a really interesting tactic here, a very odd strategy that I couldn't help but appreciate. Like, I found it impressive to go to this level of, like, on-the-spot thinking to try and just pull something out of your ass is admirable. I unironically love that strategy. I think it's just a banger. It makes me want to give it a try. Like, the moist on my shirt, it stands for mopey outlook is super terrible. And it's all about having a mopey attitude is a bad thing, and we gotta turn that frown upside down. It's all about a positive outlook, baby. And actually, that's a perfect segue into another thing Young Thug's lawyer tried to pull off in the trial today. It's another very incredible strategy.
And the indictment that the prosecution had the grand jury return says he's holding up a blood sign, and that furthers this conspiracy. There's nothing wrong with holding up a blood sign, but that's not a blood sign. The blood sign's like this. It looks like a B. That is a P. Jeffrey's fingers are down. And what you'll learn is that Jeffrey just released with Sergio Kitchens, performed known as Gunna, a song that is wildly popular. It's around the globe. It's called Pushing P. And it's positivity. It means any circumstance you're in, if you think positively about something, you can make it through. You're pushing positivity. You're pushing P. Jeffrey is showing the P.
If ever there was a time for a standing ovation in court, it would be right then. This guy, in front of all of humanity and God, went out there and said, actually, what you're looking at is a P with his hands, and it references pushing P, which stands for pushing positivity. That is so good. That is so fun. What a fucking W. Like, I'm sure most of you remember Pushing P from like a year or so ago. I never fully understood exactly what it meant. I believe, like, the main usage was pushing P references, like, pursuing success while still maintaining integrity, like being loyal to the people that you care about, that you're close with, like your friends, like never forgetting where you came from while pursuing success. Which, I guess in a way, you could argue that pushing P is pushing positivity, I suppose, though I don't think the P ever stood for positivity, ever. But from this point forward, if I ever see pushing P again, that's immediately where my head's going. From now on, if I see pushing P, I'll be like, oh, pushing positivity, I get it. All because of this lawyer. I don't know how these interesting strategies will pan out in court for Young Thug and everyone else on trial. I don't know anything about the case. All I know is that these clips from today's trial are really interesting, to say the least. I just had to share them. I had to talk about them a little bit. I guess we'll see how it all plays out. That's really about it. See ya. Defendant throws backpack at judge, and throws is capitalized, caps locked. Must be a hard throw.
Next stop is the Cleveland Municipal Courtroom of Judge Marilyn Cassidy in Cleveland, Ohio. He walks up alone, carrying a backpack.
Full of bricks. Just to launch at the judge. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah! So it was right. He isn't going to do any of that. He's just going right to jail. He didn't lie. How close was the throw, though?
By hurling his backpack at her.
Oh, not even close. Hit the desk.
Quickly ducks, and meanwhile, Carson punches public defender
Ooh.
David Eidenmiller, who just happens to be standing there in the back of the head. He's then tackled by the
I
large
bet
man
David
with
feels
white
real
shirt.
silly.
His court officers come streaming in to help.
I better get out of the way of this potential danger. Shit, I walked right into his fist.
And that big mystery man who came flying out of his seat and over the defense.
Stone Cold
to
Steve
take down
Austin.
Carson. Well, that's Cleveland Police Union President Steve Loomis.
Oh, I was close.
He's eventually subdued, cuffed, and led out of the courtroom. He's charged with contempt of court and sentenced to 30 days in jail.
Only 30, you
Thanks
know?
for being a fan of courtcam.
You know, only 30 days for launching a backpack and punching an attorney? That's, you know, it could have been worse. That's almost a fair trade right there. Like, you know, he kind of came out on top of that transaction, really. Man escapes from courthouse in handcuff. Man, this happens so often. Oh, good move.
Away from security and re-entered the courtroom.
He picks the locks on the handcuffs.
He strips off his prison-issue shirt.
Wait, what? He actually got the fucking handcuffs
and
off?
uses it to hide his handcuffs. He makes it to the hallway,
wow.
and after a quick look around, and continues barefoot through the courthouse.
This guy just doesn't give a fuck.
He makes his way to the lobby until he exits straight through the front doors. But within 2 hours, police catch up with him.
He didn't get very
hiding
far.
at a friend's house.
He went right to a friend's house, huh?
Immediately taken back into custody.
He looked pretty smart there for a minute with that shirt play. I'll go to the one place they'll never expect me to my mom's house. It's too obvious, they'll never check. Man tries to escape courtroom.
Next, we head to Jefferson
Thanks
County
to Tier 1
Circuit Court
Nick.
in Louisville,
The
Kentucky.
prime suck.
You are on the record.
Once the testimony concludes, the camera, controlled by Judge Barry Willett, remains locked on the empty witness chair as the judge announces his decision.
And then a ghost comes in.
In its entirety.
That flash across the screen was Woodford making a run for it.
Yeah, I was able to pick up on that. I was able to piece that puzzle together, actually. That the man running was probably the
Can
guy.
be heard pleading with her boyfriend to stop.
Go with me, please.
Yep. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, except for the ending of 3.
Deputies,
The ending
she
is
was
terrible.
caught up in the tussle to stop Woodford from escaping.
Thanks to Resub T-. And I'm not sure, I'd have to think about it.
Well, that's a first in 19 years on the bench. She did tackle him on the way out. Are you okay?
He sounds like Winnie the Pooh.
Woodford's girlfriend requests
Oh, well, I
permission to
guess he
address the
did
judge
try and
about
escape.
what happened to her.
How about some honey?
Record in the Woodford.
Man gets tased in court while trying to clear his name? Ah, that sounds cool.
We now head to the Nesbitt Courthouse in Anchorage, Alaska.
That they had screwed me out of a plea deal, that the state had falsified evidence, and now
Oh,
they're lying
it's a
about
grand
everything
conspiracy.
to cover it all up, and that's just the beginning of it. That's right.
The game pilot and tour guide is seeking to clear his
Jesus,
name
he's even got a map.
decades-old conviction.
That is another felony.
I don't think you're gonna get these felonies to work.
Because somebody has to.
No matter how hard you stomp. Oh shit. Oh god. The taser wasn't on the map. Is that the judge? That looks like Slender Man. Who are we zooming in on here? Is that a cryptid?
The judge opts not to intervene
He's a citizen of the United States.
and leaves the courtroom.
I've had enough with you crazy Alaskan people. I'm going home.
Haig's attempt to clear his name continues.
I think he did a pretty good job of clearing his name, if I had to guess. Like, I don't, I don't think they're gonna continue to look at him as a bad guy. I think he, overall, pretty good mission. Yeah, I mean, he took the map right out of Dora the Explorer's backpack, but it wasn't enough to convince the old judge there. He still got fucking blasted. Judge makes everyone go to jail for 30 days. Really? He was having a bad day.
Back of the courtroom is Ingrid Berg,
Hey,
the
Ingrid.
defendant's wife. And sitting in the row directly in front of her is the victim's mother,
Uh-oh.
Peggy Gabbard.
Ingrid's about to go
Ready to
nuts.
begin the
Oh, Jesus, Ingrid! She just got clobbered. Whoa, boy. Whoa, now.
defendant's wife.
Oh, did she get involved too? She's like 70 years old.
Red purse, I told you to come up here. Put him right there.
Ooh, the whole class is getting fucked.
Alone for your mind if you think you're going to try to stop anything in court. We got bailiffs in here to do it. And you're sitting in there in jail right now.
And where were those bailiffs, William? What do you mean?
Handcuffs? This is insane.
What?
The incident ends with at least 4 people being charged with contempt.
They were so behind.
Mother, Peggy Gabbard. The defendant, Shane.
This guy had to completely separate them.
Shirt.
If you don't get 6 months in jail.
Damn, William just
Thanks
said, I
for
want to feel
being a fan
big
of
today.
courtcam.
I want to feel real big. I'm going to send this 90-year-old woman to jail for 30 days. See if she lives. That'll teach you to try and protect your daughter.
The teen addresses the court.
I would like to fight for myself.
Uh-oh.
It appears this young defendant
Uh-oh.
played Perry Mason, but Judge
Pulling a
Williams
page out of
suggests
Onision's playbook.
That's a good idea.
Very good, very
That's not a
good.
smart play. New York Yankees, and you've never even learned how to play baseball.
That's fine.
Yeah, but he goes on Reddit sometimes. Let him do it.
In this matter.
Yeah, why can't we just let my son go to jail real quick? Fuck it. I don't even want to try.
My job requires that I protect your constitutional rights. You as an American citizen.
Oh god, he's going in. Holy shit, he's going raw.
Stupid to know that what I'm trying to do is protect you.
Oh boy.
Spell it out for you.
Teen sues parents. Good.
It's a broken family dynamic.
And a good camera at this courthouse. Very interesting.
And I'm asking the court to help her in this very difficult situation because they have,
The dad just wrote down, no chance.
and I believe that they are being negligent.
Nope.
and irresponsible.
Will not help.
These statements that they
Uh-oh.
One of the
So it's a
driving
boy
forces of
thing,
the
huh?
suit Is that mom and dad don't approve of Rachel's boyfriend.
Why, does he
Attorney
drive a
read the
sports
transcript
bike?
from a phone call made by Rachel's
Smoke
mother,
cigarettes?
Elizabeth.
Isn't this case thrown out she's 18?
You're a real winner, aren't you? I really just want to all over your face right now. Anyway,
Oh, I see.
have a nice life.
Jesus, okay,
It
well
has
then.
some strong words for the plaintiff.
That's a weird thing to say to your parents. I want to shit all over your face. It's like an Xbox Live insult.
where the mother is calling the daughter
the same kind of name. So I would go.
The mother threatens the shit all over her daughter's face.
They're the ones who raised this child. This is the language that they're using in their household.
Interesting. So who's shitting on whose face then? The web runs deep.
Are we going to
a family that shits together stays together. Eating her Oreos. I mean, that's justifiable, right? Was she found not guilty?
That she was craving Oreo cookies and became upset when she discovered that Mr. Edwards had eaten her Oreo cookies.
Makes sense to me. Sounds like an advertisement for Oreos. So good you'll commit domestic assault.
He received allegedly 3 staples in the head as a result of munching on her cookies.
I think the harm was greater than the intent.
Wait, what the fuck?
That's Public Defender Darrell.
How hard did she throw that?
He can relate to the situation.
Does she play softball or something? Where's that fucking power coming from?
Can I give you some advice? Hide your Oreo cookies next time.
This was sweet.
The charges against Jennifer Kangemi would later be dropped.
Yeah, I think that's just very unlucky. It sounds like she didn't mean to give the man 3 staples in his head. Just seems like some of those pregnancy hormones. Apparently being pregnant turns you into a fucking demon. Said I missed one? Oh, infamous Judge Scary Mary tells woman to get her life together.
What would ever possess you to take someone to a crack house?
Probably to get crack. What do you mean? Why else would you go? It's not like a field trip.
She'd just driven to a drug house.
Well, then why are you here?
Because I took a friend asked me to take her, and I did.
You don't have good friends.
Well, you can do crack and still be a good friend.
Do you realize that there's going to come a point in your life when your mom's not going to be around and you're going to have to stand on your own 2 feet?
Yes.
What do you mean? Her mom's not doing anything. Her mom's just standing there.
How'd that happen? Take her out. You've got to put your foot down or else it's going to continue and it's only going to get worse. Somebody cares about you. That friend that you drove to the crack house, turn around. You see her in here?
No, because there is no friend.
She doesn't care about you.
Well, she drove herself there, I think.
And today,
she was driving her mom there. That's a good mom. As she's sweating.
And now don't get mad at your mom.
That'll teach you to do crack. And just like that, she went right back to the crack house. Defendant punches a stranger to teach them a lesson. I mean, how else are you gonna do it? Sometimes someone just gives you the stink eye and you gotta give them a wallop.
A bit shifty. Then, completely unattended, he walks to the front row.
What? What the fuck is that? Well, did you? That'll teach ya. Oh my god. For 1 second, I didn't realize he had a mask on. So at this angle, I thought for sure he had the world's largest nose like that guy from Guilty Gear Strive. Like Gabriel. I was like, oh my fucking god, they got Pinocchio on the Force. Now I see. They need to change the fucking camera quality. This shit is garbage. So frustrating.
And there were no additional charges brought.
Was this like an episode of Scared Straight?
He remained.
A woman slips handcuffs and attempts a daring escape, huh?
Raj and the family fingered Cooper for providing the lethal dose. She was charged with first-degree reckless homicide, but she's now being taken into custody for violating the conditions.
It's simple legal talk. When you finger somebody, it doesn't mean it sexually. Stop. Let's be mature here.
Just a few feet away are members of the victim's family.
It's standard terminology in court. Fingering and fisting and all of that. Let's not pretend like we don't know what they mean. Wow. She did not get very far. She's already proven handcuffs are inefficient against her.
Cooper slowly slides her left hand out of the cuff just outside of the deputy's line of sight.
How loose were the cuffs?
Now it's time for Cooper to make her
Like
move.
the Reese of manslayer insured.
She takes off down the stairs.
Is this how Chris Angel does it?
The deputy chases her. Cooper darts down the stairs, but trips over the last step. Just as another guard joins the chase and jumps on top of her.
It was a good attempt. I don't know why the slowest people are the ones to try and escape.
Jumps in the mix too.
That was horrible.
This woman just walks right by without missing a step.
What's she supposed to do? Go over and help?
For her failed attempt at freedom, Elizabeth Cooper received several additional charges.
Nice. Worth.
Pled guilty.
Thanks for being a fan of courtcam.
Very nice. I think you really need to analyze your own capabilities. If you're gonna try and escape, think back on like your 40-yard dash time. If it's over 15 seconds, it's probably just not even worth getting the extra charges. You're not gonna get very far.
If you go someplace, well, I bet I do. Well, then you're in contempt, young lady, and you've got 30 days. So you're not going. You're not what? Whoa, whoa,
Oh.
whoa. That's another 30 days. That's 60 days. So what? 90 days. So 120.
Oh God.
180 days.
It looks like
wow.
Burks may be fit.
Damn, she really racked that up.
You got anything else to say, Miss Burks? That's 300 days.
Can he do that?
She racked up 300
He just
days.
did.
Burks only ended up serving 88.
That's still a lot.
It was the longest in domestic violence charges.
She farmed that, yeah.
But she was forced to enter a
She was fucking farming days in jail there off the judge. It was like a Mario block. Instead of hitting coins, she was hitting new days in jail.
Joshua Martinez is representing
I don't know if we've seen this one because I can't see a fucking thing. Holy shit, this camera quality. It's like everyone's a photo of Bigfoot. Oh my god. How is this in use?
Not to Martinez, who apparently wants to.
This is like the world's first video camera from the 1800s.
Okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be.
God, this shit looks like a deep fried meme.
Okay, and is there
I am in charge of this courtroom, and you're gonna stop it.
We are in charge of the courtroom.
Oh, he has assumed direct control.
Court, but the judge is about to show who's actually in charge here.
Marshal, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank, please? You're not going to tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez.
Hey, don't be so selfish, you narcissist. It's our court.
That is direct contempt of court.
We share it.
You are in contempt.
Oh, he just passed judgment. Now what?
Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are...
I've decided to resign as a judge.
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you. Like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For
for?
your direct
Oh, he's still going?
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
The teacher called out the
I'm
douchebag.
gonna ask you the question.
2 men get trapped in store during robbery attempt. How often does this happen? We went down a whole rabbit hole of shitty robbers falling through ceilings and getting trapped in their own fucking buildings they were trying to rob. How is this so common? This camera quality is so much better than the courthouses.
He finds the back door of a neighboring travel agency open and escapes through the front with a female worker.
Damn,
Outside,
Tommy had a whole
man
plan.
Pulls down the security gate. The assailants are trapped and desperate to escape.
What a hard outplay. Oh shit, why not use your foot? Hurts a lot less. He's fucking ass ramming it, Jesus. It's not a club, we're not trying to grind on it, just use your foot.
We're in the Kenosha County Courthouse.
Thanks, Reese of Guitar and Citations, and Vicky.
The deputy's taking a handcuffed Elizabeth Cooper into custody following her pretrial hearing. Cooper was arrested for the death of 31-year-old Christopher Stachura. Stachura was found dead from a heroin overdose in his mother's garage, and the family fingered Cooper for providing the lethal dose. She was charged with first-degree reckless homicide, possession of narcotic drugs.
Thanks the Prime, Dude Man Bro, and Resub a Possum.
But she's now being taken into custody for violating the conditions.
It's simple legal talk. When you finger somebody, it doesn't mean it sexually. Stop. Let's be mature here.
Just a few feet away are members of the victim's family.
It's standard terminology in court. Fingering and fisting and all of that. Let's not pretend like we don't know what they mean. Wow. She did not get very far. She's already proven handcuffs are inefficient against her.
It appears a woman nearby takes a picture of Cooper and the deputy as they wait for the elevator. Then, as he responds to a radio call, Cooper slowly slides her left hand out of the cuff just outside of the deputy's line of sight.
How loose were the cuffs?
Now it's time for Cooper to make her
There's
move.
the Resub Manslayer insured.
She takes off down the stairs.
Is this how Chris Angel does it?
The deputy chases her, followed by someone believed to be a victim's family member. Cooper darts down the stairs, but trips over the last step. Just as another guard joins the chase and jumps on top of her.
It was a good attempt. I don't know why the slowest people are the ones to try and escape.
Jumps in the mix too.
That was horrible.
Despite the chaotic scene taking place, this woman just walks right by without missing a step.
What's she supposed to do? Go over and help?
A few moments later, Elizabeth Cooper is handcuffed again.
Thanks to give sub pups and resub Rudy.
One of the bystanders helps Cooper put her shoe back on, while this woman with the victim's family snaps another photo. For her failed attempt at freedom, Elizabeth Cooper received several additional charges.
Nice, worth.
Pled guilty to second-degree reckless homicide, bail
Thanks,
jumping,
Resub Josh.
escaping, causing injuries. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison at the Tachita Correctional Institution in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Thanks for being a fan of courtcam.
Very nice. I think you really need to analyze your own capabilities. If you're gonna try and escape, think back on like your 40-yard dash time. If it's over 15 seconds, it's probably just not even worth getting the extra charges. You're not gonna get very far. You don't know when to be quiet. I think these are gonna be ones we've already seen. Thanks for some crazy ghost.
Next, we go to a bond hearing in Elyria, Ohio. Appearing remotely is the defendant, Ebony Burks. She's charged with misdemeanor assault and domestic violence against her grandfather, Shedrick McRae, and his companion. At the bench is Judge Gary Bennett.
Good morning, Miss Burks.
Good morning.
After reading the charges, the judge asked Burks how she'd like to plead.
That is pretty crazy.
We have 3 pleas available to you today.
Was it actually spelled Elyria?
Please the defendant, Ebony Burks.
Yeah, it's actually just an Elyria courthouse.
Could be difficult since she shares a home with McRae.
No contact means you can't call him, you can't write him, you can't text him, you can't email him, can't leave a message on some social media, you can't go visit him. If you go someplace, even though you may have arrived first and one of them shows up, you have to leave.
So you gonna tell me I can't go home?
I'm telling you, you can't go home. If you live with Mr. McRae, you cannot return to that residence.
Oh, but how you just gonna tell me I can't go home though?
What?
How you gonna tell me I can't go to my home?
I just did.
Ooh.
Right about now, a lawyer or even a judge might try to de-escalate the situation. But it's clear this is not a
There's a
typical
problem, yeah.
bond hearing.
How you gonna tell me I can't go to my home?
I just did.
Well, I bet I do.
Well, then you're in contempt, young lady, and you've got 30 days. So you're not going to... You're not... What?
Ooh.
That's another 30 days. That's 60 days.
So what?
90 days.
So?
120
Oh God.
180
It looks like
Wow.
Burks may be finished. Hold on, she's coming back.
Nothing. We'll talk in 6 months when you're ready to come back for your case.
Damn, she really racked that up.
100 days. You got anything else to say, Miss Burks? That's 300 days.
Can he do that?
She racked up 300
He just
days.
did.
Burks only ended up serving 88.
That's still a lot.
It was the longest sentence he's ever imposed for contempt of court. As for her assault and domestic violence charges,
She farmed that, yeah.
but she was forced to enter a
She was fucking farming days in jail there off the judge. It was like a Mario block. Instead of hitting coins, she was hitting new days in jail.
Michael Ray, who's facing 4 charges.
Oh, we've seen this one.
Criminal trespassing and second-degree assault. A bond or a bail hearing is usually a quick proceeding if the defendant is cooperative.
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a lesson on what not to do, so you all are good.
Next, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada for an arraignment hearing.
City versus Joshua Martinez.
Joshua Martinez is representing
I don't know if we've seen this one because I can't see a fucking thing. Holy shit, this camera quality. It's like everyone's a photo of Bigfoot.
What is your plea, sir?
Oh my god.
Questions before we proceed. I don't understand the nature and cause of the charges.
Well, you're charged with driving on a suspended, canceled, or revoked driver's license.
How is this in use?
Well, not to Martinez, who apparently wants to.
This is like the world's first video camera from the 1800s.
Okay. Is there a sworn statement against me or injured party?
I believe you probably received a citation on April 12th. That would be the
God, this shit looks like a deep fried meme.
Okay, and is there a injured party or damage to property here
It's
against me?
charge brought by the city of Las Vegas, sir.
Okay, so the city's the victim in the case?
The city is the, yes,
Victim?
the charging.
So they're the victim.
Whatever direction Martinez is trying to take things.
Amen, lazy boy.
Commissioner
Thanks for the
Dan
bits, Gammy, and
Elworth
resub
is
Zazius and
not going
prosciutto.
there.
What is your plea on
If the
charge,
city
Mr.
is
Martinez? Mr.
if they are
Martinez,
the
today is your-
victim,
Mr.
I would like
Martinez,
to
I am in
move
charge
this
of
to
this
a federal
courtroom, and
court.
you're gonna stop
No,
it.
we are in charge of the courtroom.
Oh, he has assumed direct control.
People's Court, but the judge is about to show who's actually in charge here.
Marshall, would you show Mr. Martinez the inside of our holding tank, please? You're not going to tell me who's in charge of my courtroom, Mr. Martinez.
Hey, don't be so selfish, you narcissist. It's our court.
That is direct contempt of court.
We share it.
You are in contempt.
Oh, he just passed judgment. Now what?
Then about 20 minutes later, he's brought back in to be sentenced for his newly acquired contempt of court charge.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, since you have informed me that I am in contempt of court and that you are...
I've decided to resign as a judge.
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you today to direct contempt of court. I will give you an opportunity to apologize if you choose to do so, and behave in a manner that I consider appropriate for a courtroom. Would you like to do that today, Mr. Martinez?
What would I be
It is a
apologizing?
yes or a no question.
What would I be apologizing
For
for?
your direct contempt of
Oh,
court,
he's still
sir.
going?
All I was asking was legal questions, ma'am.
The teacher called out the
I'm
douchebag.
going to ask you the question one more time. Did you wish to apologize and proceed in a manner I consider appropriate in this courtroom or not? Okay. Direct contempt. I'm going to sentence him to 15 days in jail. Okay, thank you.
Alright, have fun. Bye, man.
Sixth Amendment grants me that.
Sir, I would suggest you stop speaking now.
You can't. That goes against the First Amendment.
His original charge of driving without a license.
Unreal.
Dismissed.
He should be the judge.
Next, we go to the Clark County Superior Court in Vancouver, Washington, for the sentencing of Matthew Hastings. He's been convicted of 4 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of second-degree assault. Hastings shot and seriously wounded Corporal Chris LeBlanc during a 20-hour standoff with Vancouver police.
Have we seen this
Trial
one?
judge is John Woolley, and the maximum sentence
I think we've seen this.
is 120 years behind bars.
Nice. I don't remember
At
it though.
first,
I'm gonna let it
things
ride.
appear to be civil.
Mr. Hastings, is there anything you wish to say, sir?
God, this camera quality is so fucking bad. Look at this shit. How is this acceptable? God, it looks like this is DB Cooper back here. God damn. Can we upgrade these fucking cameras at least for TV? Oh my god. It's horrible.
Things quickly take a turn.
Mr. Hastings, did you graduate from high school, sir?
No.
Right, let me give you a little thumbnail sketch of the American system of government. Mr. Hastings, don't press your luck with me, son. Don't press your luck with me.
Or what? You gonna sentence me? That what you gonna do?
You know what, Mr. Hastings?
Yeah, I remember this now. I do remember this.
Let me tell you why.
I don't really want to care why. Just get on with
You shut your damn mouth, sir.
Oh, I'm not gonna shut my mouth.
Next time, I'm gonna have you gagged.
You're gonna be gagged, huh?
You're right, I am.
I've been gagged.
Mr. Hastings, based upon your conduct in this court, your conduct in the
Hey,
case,
the resub
I am
Ashty.
accepting the state's recommendation.
Good. Thank you. I'll take another.
Mr. Hastings is in contempt of court at this point, Counselor. May I see the attorneys back in chambers for a moment, please?
Perhaps with the judge out of the room, Hastings would cool off.
I'm sorry to hear that, Tori. Hope you feel better
He's not
soon.
through, because he's just noticed a few of his arresting officers in the back of the courtroom. Now they're in Hastings' crosshairs.
Piece of shit. You're a failure. And your little partner allegedly got shot.
A court officer steps over in case things escalate.
Oh, you wanted to convict me. Bitch. You'll want me out there on the streets.
Stay seated.
After a few minutes, Judge Woolley returns to the courtroom.
For the record, Mr. Hastings, I see no reason not to stick with the decision I made.
Absolutely. I'm thankful for that, Your Honor. That's great.
You're wasting your time with me now, Mr. Hastings. I know how to handle a guy like you. The only thing I can say to you on behalf of all the citizens of this community, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I remember him saying that. That's his catchbury. Bye-bye.
Is that it?
Bye-bye.
Words? Bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
These police officers
Fucking
told by
dunked.
me that they're not to react.
Oh, really?
Mr. Buckley, you
want me to make this police react? Is that what you're saying?
Of course, Your Honor.
What? Alright.
Mr.
Thanks
Hastings
a good
back
sub
in
tray.
his chair
And the bits,
until we are
Jesse.
concluded.
Or?
Hold on.
Don't call my bluff.
You're really helping your case in front of the Court of Appeals. They're going to see this entire record, sir.
Hey, they're going to see your entire record, too. They're going to see how you're running your mouth, Your Honor. Bye-bye. We know how to handle kids like you, son. Okay.
He wasn't wrong. The judge did get disciplined.
Tops.
And believe it or not, on this issue, Hastings was right. After this incident and a few others like it, Judge Woolley was reprimanded for his conduct by a state commission.
Thanks, Resub.
But that didn't change Hastings' fate. He's still got the maximum sentence, and he's currently serving
And he's a big
120
chili.
years in a state prison. We're at a bond hearing at the Miami-Dade Circuit Court in Florida.
Have we seen this one?
Where Judge Jorge Rodriguez Shomat attends to the next defendant, who's charged with possession of drugs.
Morning, Soto. You're being charged with possession of Xanax. B-A-R-S. I don't know what that is. What is that?
Xanax bars. That's how they refer to it.
Xanax bars.
We have seen this? I don't remember this one either.
Working?
Yes,
How much money are you making a week, approximately?
approximately about $200 a week.
Okay, and do you own any property of value? A house, a car, bank account, significant amounts of jewelry?
Yes.
What do you own?
Thanks, the
I
resub.
own a lot of jewelry
Getting far.
already, as well as
Go ahead.
a car.
Well, how much would you say your jewelry is worth?
Is the judge gonna rob her? He's scoping it out.
You know, we are not in a club now.
Okay, but if you don't
Hey, well,
kind
you
of,
see,
you know,
we
but
are not in a club. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about
Oh,
it.
you're
You
being
just
very.
made me
I can
laugh.
see you're serious, all right.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Like what?
Like Rick Ross.
I do remember this. Yeah, I remember this.
Ma'am,
Money.
have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
No.
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Judge, make it easy for the court, respectfully. I would set the appointment at this time.
No, I'm going to appoint you because you own a lot of substantial amounts of jewelry.
Thanks to the resub
You can go and sell your
Conjuring.
jewelry for a private attorney. What is the standard bond?
It should be,
Ain't going to be no PTS.
okay, 5,000 on count one, and then the rest should be ROR.
Thanks, resub Odom.
The judge is now determining the amount of Soto's bond.
Count one would be 5,000 per hour cost found. Count two would be ROR.
The state is requesting ROR on count 2 through 26.
And refer to Division 51.
I don't remember what happens next, but I do remember the Rick Ross statement.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, man.
Oh, he didn't like that? Did he not like that?
Come back. Let me take her again.
She was saying bye.
One would be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios.
You can hear the reaction of others in the court.
Okay.
Soto just cursed at the judge.
Exit
and
Tier 1
then
Andrew.
gave him the finger.
Prime stolen and resub brighted.
Come back again. Come back again. Bring him back again. I believe I heard you saying to...
Yes, I did. I'm not going to the...
I believe you... Did you say...
No! 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 That was the girl behind me! No, no, she said it! It was a girl!
Soto sentenced to 30 days in the county jail. Her bail's reduced to $5,000 2 days later, and the sentence revoked 4 days later when she apologizes to the judge.
My behavior was very irrational, and I apologize not only to the court and you,
Thanks,
but
Resub
to
David
my
and
family.
Evil. Your brother was at E3? That sounds cool, Horn. I can check it out.
Don't cry, I'm not a monster. I know, I make you laugh, but it's alright. Don't cry, I'm not a monster. Go ahead, tell me.
And I normally don't act like that.
The judge is just having some fun.
Let me ask you a third question. Did you use Xanax? Did you take any Xanax Sunday?
Yes, I did.
How many?
2.
2?
A year after that, her drug charges are dropped when she successfully completes a court-ordered drug
Thanks,
program.
Resub Lindsay and
Thanks for being a fan.
Have you watched any of the Darrell Brooks trial? No. Only, like, the clip that went viral of him arguing with the judge. I know he's representing himself. I also heard that he built a fort. Like, he got removed from the court and built a fort out of boxes to hide in or some shit. Like, I know it's goofy. I know he's a bit of an oddball. Thanks, Resub Tori and Rob. Let me give Sub Brown. Is he trying for insanity? I don't know. And I also don't know if that's even a good strategy. I don't remember who made the video. It might have been Jim Can't Swim. I'm not sure. But apparently going for the insanity plea is bad. You set yourself up for a really, really, really rough time. He's not going for insanity, he's going for a mistrial. I read that theory as well. Like, him arguing with the judge was hoping that she'd snap at him and then he'd be able to make a case for a mistrial. But she didn't play his ball game. I just don't think he's that smart. Like, I don't think he has the capacity to even come up with that plan. He gave his closing statements today? Fine, I'll check it out. Okay, I haven't seen this clip. With a title like that, I have to see this. Hold on. And then I'll see the closing statements.
Put in writing, but I'll also give you this opportunity to verbally advise the court and make your requests. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir? I would note he put 2 boxes right in front of where he's seated, so I can't...
It's his fort.
...see his face. I see his jacket is off, so I can see the outline of his arms. And I can see...
Okay, for people that don't know, I'll bring everyone up to speed. This guy is an absolute goofball, but what he's done is anything but goofy. This is the guy that ran his car through the Christmas parade and killed, I think it was 6 people. He's representing himself at the trial right now. Oh, yeah, it even says right here, killing 6.
The jacket on the back of this chair. He is unmuted. I've confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as relates to the draft packet of
When was this?
any additions,
Last
corrections,
December, I
edits,
think.
or deletions?
And Your Honor, would it
Well, obviously it was Christmas, but I think he was asking what year. I think it was last December.
Yes, I think that's fair. I'm going to advise the bailiff to remove the box so I can see Mr. Brooks.
Last November, okay.
I don't know what he's doing behind there. He has quieted down. I haven't heard him in a while. If you could move the second one because it can interfere with the microphone as well. And the third.
Well, now you've ruined his whole defense.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you for a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any requests for instructions that aren't included that you believe should be included? Any edits or deletions from the packet that has been provided to you?
Hey, why do you tell them to move my box?
Because I couldn't see you, sir.
Or what?
I've asked you twice now, and I'll ask you a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the
But they're
jury
my.
instructions?
That was his fucking box fort.
Edits,
Have some respect.
Hey, man, you don't gotta talk to me like that.
Do you have any requests
First of all,
related
what?
to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they gonna be honored though.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your...
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah,
For what anyone that doesn't keep up, and admittedly I haven't watched this whole thing top to bottom, I've only seen the clips. His tactic is yell at the judge as much as possible, hoping that she'll snap it back at him, but she just treats him like an actual baby. Just, hey, that wasn't nice. Can you use your inside voice? Okay, I don't really want to go down this road. Can you stop? Why are you so mad? Please? This is silly. Just all she gives him. Because if she does, like, snap back to try and, like, discipline, based on what I've read, they could try for, like, a mistrial stating, like, the judge was biased or the judge clearly had it out for the client or some shit like that. So she's just keeping her cool, keeping everything super mellow, super stoic. So good for her. Man killed 6 people. Yep. I think it's killed 6, injured 60. Something in that ballpark. 50 or 60. He's an absolute monster.
And I've been getting disrespected since the beginning of this whole process.
Let's give some rage. In the tier 1 rage. The Prime Dante.
Mr. Brooks, do you
Tier
have any
1
requests?
Ortiz.
I'm tired of it too.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Ain't nobody understand why I'm frustrated. How you gonna sit up here and make decisions based on what you think I said when I didn't give consent for you to do any such thing?
Sir, I understand you may be upset, and I really do, but I've made my determinations.
You don't understand nothing. You don't understand anything, Your Honor. You don't.
I'm going to mute him again because he's not answering the questions that I'm very clearly asking him, and I've given him 5 opportunities.
Give him his boxes back and he'll be more talkative.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? I'll unmute you for that answer.
I can't hear everything you're saying.
Mr. Brooks, I know the audio's turned up. I believe you can hear me. You've chosen not to put the headphones on. That's your choice. My final question to you: do you have any requests as it relates?
That was a plot twist. I didn't expect that. I can't hear you because I'm not wearing headphones.
No.
I just told you, I don't know how many times, I can't hear everything you're saying.
Then you should put the headphones on.
Don't you understand? What about that don't you understand? If you see headphones, you can see everything. You can see boxes, but then you see headphones.
Have you asked for headphones to be provided, sir?
I shouldn't have to ask for them. I didn't ask for my bike.
Oh, they did. That was the problem.
I believe they took them away previously because you were so agitated. They were perhaps afraid you might break
Yeah,
them.
I'm still agitated. I ain't gonna stop being agitated. That ain't gonna stop. You sit up here and do everything you doing and think God don't see what you doing?
You can't call God as a witness. That's not fair. That's like summoning Exodia.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury
Yeah,
instructions?
I can hear what you're saying. I can hear what you're saying.
You just told me you didn't. So which one is
Yeah, I
it?
got the headphones on. You can't see that?
What are your requests as it relates? What are your requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
A little bit of ice cream in my box is back.
Oh, little image, sir. Now it's all this sir and all this. I'm gonna get where I'm going. Trying to put on this little act like you so worried about what's going on with me. You don't give a damn. Never did.
Mr. Brooks, you're being disrespectful again.
You've been being disrespectful. You've been being disrespectful.
I need to know what your position is.
Is this the only question that gets asked in the whole 20 minutes here?
What you mean? Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I need to know whether you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir.
Yeah, first of all, why am I charged with 2 bail jumpings when I was already charged in Milwaukee for the same bail jumping? That's double jeopardy.
That's not double jeopardy. Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
I'm not familiar with the law. Is double jeopardy something that you could, like an actual legal thing, or is this man really confused on where he is right now? Because that was a quick overruling. It can be, but not here. Okay. So it can't be tried twice. They call it double jeopardy. Gotcha. Interesting term for it. Thanks to the Prime Elmer, Jillian, and the resub Hellcaster, Juan, Two-Face, and the Tier 1 Chunks. And the reason you can't hear it is because this guy is not actually talking into the device he's supposed to be talking. So it's very hard to make out what he's saying.
The same charge that I'm already charged with. You can't do that. The Fifth Amendment says that you can't place somebody in jeopardy of life and limb. Twice. I'm already charged with the same count in Milwaukee. For the same case. It's the same bail jumping charge. So how am I charged with that here?
Sir, I'm not going to provide a legal explanation other than to say I've reviewed that. Your objection is noted, but the jury will be instructed regarding the bail jumping.
It can't be because that's double jeopardy. Under the law, if two charges are identical in nature, you cannot place me in jeopardy of life and limb twice. You can't do that.
What's your next?
The same case number.
What's your next request, sir? I'm noting your objection.
I'm trying to talk. Can I get it out? You always want me to not interrupt you, but you always find a way to talk over me.
I understand your position. I'm saying it's overruled.
You always want respect. You always want respect.
Well, you're not hearing the epilogue here. He's about to overrule your overruling if you give him a moment.
Same bail jumping charge here that I've already been charged with. That is double jeopardy. You can't charge me for the same exact bail jumping that I'm already charged with, that I was charged with before this even came about.
Sir, the bail jumping charges in Waukesha County are based upon your violating your bail while in Waukesha County by driving through the Christmas parade and allegedly killing 6 people and injuring 61 others.
Okay.
That's the distinction.
Again, there is no distinction. It's the same charge.
It's the same offense. It doesn't mean it's the same factual basis, sir.
Oh my God.
It is.
with bail jumping with the data violation of November 21 in Milwaukee County anywhere. Further, the double jeopardy prohibition would prevent him from being convicted twice, not charged twice.
All right, so we've addressed that, sir. What other requests do you have as it relates to the jury instructions?
I want to know why I'm even charged twice with the same thing. You can't charge.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, what the fuck?
I'm already charged with bail jumping for that already. So you can't essentially say, oh, well, because you were already on bail, we're gonna charge you.
It's a different data violation, sir. The conduct for the
Thanks,
bail
Reset.
jumping
Ice and
is related to
Ladybug.
the
The Prime
allegation
Slay.
that
Hold on,
he
I
committed
gotta skip around. There's no way we stay on this for 20 minutes.
Same exact thing that I was on bail for.
No way.
Same exact thing. The same exact case. So why are we giving the jury instructions on 2 cases?
State.
Oh, he got his boxes back. He can build his fort again.
Turning to page 61. So I've considered the request by the state. I am going to rely on what information they put in the charging document.
Thanks, Reset Fobsy.
I'm going to deny the request to include the specific case numbers. There's evidence, of course, that was received regarding the 2 separate cases out of Milwaukee County that form the basis for
Give him a couple extra boxes.
counts. It will be up to the jury to review the evidence and make a determination as to the verdict forms, though, that were
What's in the boxes?
at least the
Well,
description.
he's representing himself, so it's probably just a bunch of like legal books and shit.
Obviously, the third count of bail jumping is incorrect. That needs to be battery, and that change will be made. I'm also having Madam Clerk include all of the numbers for the jury instructions when they go back, so it's very clear. Some of them did not have them on, just frankly from prior. So as it relates to this, the state is asking that I simply
He's vanished, Your Honor.
instruct the jury.
The box ghost has
pattern
claimed him.
instruction and not include that second paragraph. I had previously advised the jury with another paragraph that I
This is so eerily similar to that case I've told you guys about multiple times, and I keep forgetting who it was, but it was a man who had killed his girlfriend, and I believe it was the boy, his son, testified against him, giving the details, and he's like, no, you guys are all wrong. I did kill her, but not where you said I killed her. So if you're gonna tell the story, you're gonna tell it right in front of the whole court. That shit was wild. I can't remember who that was. Was that Ronnie O'Neill? That name looks very familiar. Thanks, Resub. Toad and Jacobs. Yep, that was another person who represented himself. Somehow, the people that represent themselves are the dumbest people of all time. That's weird, right? That's weird how that works. I even just voice cracked that, how strange that was. You would think if you're representing yourself, you're like a super intellectual being, but I mean, I don't know. Not a great track record. So weird. Thanks the bit ship. So what was the other one? The closing statements? Actually, I came this far. I want to see how it ends.
paragraph.
Does he come back from the box
I need to be able
fort?
to move the boxes away from his face. I need to be able to see him. He can keep them on the table, but they need to be moved off to the side. And if he does it one more time, then I will instruct the bailiffs to take the boxes away. Those
No,
are
hey!
cut materials.
Take the
if there's
boxes
something
away.
in
Those are his
materials
toys.
Related to jury instructions, he should take those out now. Otherwise, they need to be moved away from the microphones and away from blocking his face.
I'm not putting them there. I'm not putting them there. You just can't read me. I'm putting them there for a reason. Nothing to do with her being age.
Thanks, Resub.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any position on the verbiage of jury instructions 70 on page
Hey, Socks.
65?
Don't ask me no question. Are you my accuser?
What?
Are you my accuser, Your Honor?
All right, he's choosing not to answer, so I'll mute him again. It's unfortunate that he's deciding not to participate in this. I agree with the state. I don't need to highlight that second paragraph.
What is the protocol for this? I'm very curious. Everyone I've seen represent themselves, at the very least, tries to play ball, like the guy who openly admits to murdering his girlfriend and correcting the people on where he murdered her. But this guy just straight up doesn't do anything. He just builds box forts. So at this point, is it just like a field day? You just like you could just give them like everything all at once since he's not defending himself. Thanks to the gift sub, Sweetan. The judges usually like to be lenient in these cases to prevent grounds for appeals. Well, that's what I was saying, right? Because they're doing everything they can to avoid a mistrial motion, right? Because, I mean, this is a very serious case. This guy is an absolute fucking monster. This guy is evil. This is the guy that ran through that Christmas parade, killed 6 people, injured 60. This is a man by no means should be let off easy under any circumstances, so they're doing everything they can to tiptoe around here to make sure there is absolutely no wiggle room for mistrial accusations. So I get that. So any question she asks, she can answer for him if he refuses, and doing it all herself means there's even less chance of an appeal. Interesting. No, this guy's not trying for insanity. People keep saying that. He's just that dumb. It seems like the only play he's trying to make is making the judge mad for, like, maybe a mistrial. It's not like an insanity plea or anything.
Out, but I will include in the paragraph that reads, at times, comma, Mr. Brooks has appeared from another courtroom, period, this must not influence your verdict in any manner.
Can we get an extra box out here, please? Alright, fine. We'll do a couple more clips from him. I've only seen a few. I haven't seen him do the examinations. Please do the clips of him with his own witness. Okay. What? Which one? This one? The XGF one? Which one? Both of these sound like they could be fucking wild. All right, we'll do this one first.
Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions.
All right, sir. Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do, and I object to being called that name for the record.
What?
Do you recall giving a
what
statement to an officer?
Someone fill me in on the lore. What does he want to be called? He's claiming his name isn't Darrell Brooks. Oh my god, how did I miss all of this shit? I've only seen some of the clips. I had no clue. What? He thinks it's a loophole. We've seen this before on courtcam. There was a guy, I don't remember what he's there for. It might have been a DUI, but I'm just spitballing what it was. But his whole thing was, that wasn't me. That person that you're accusing of doing that is not me. That's not me. And then they asked what his name was, and he's like, it's not that. That was his whole defense. Is he trying that in this situation? That's wild. What the fuck? Okay, I missed that one. All right. Thanks to Prime Tristan and the resub. Nick and the Gift Sub Sonia.
Officer Probst.
I don't know his name, but I've talked to an officer.
And you did talk to an officer that night?
I talked to an officer on the phone. I did not talk to an officer that night. I mean, on the phone I did, but not in person.
Okay, interesting.
So it was a conversation on the non-emergency line. Would that be fair to say?
It was on the non-emergency line. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on the non-emergency line.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall the description that you gave at that time?
I do. Well, my best of my knowledge was that you were either black, Latino,
who's you,
or mixed.
Who is you?
Hold on, you have to let him answer the question first before you interrupt him with another one. Go ahead with the description you provided that night.
I said that the individual was either black, mixed, or Latino.
So it would be fair to say you didn't know at the time?
I was giving a general description.
So it would be fair to say that you weren't sure?
I was positive that... I was positive it was you.
Who is you?
You. I'm looking at you.
I'll make note of that.
And how did you come to that conclusion? The
sure?
you conclusion.
I'm looking at you.
How did you come to that conclusion? Did you?
What conclusion? Can you restate the question?
You're saying that you gave a description.
All right, fine. Chat keeps pointing it out. I will also bring attention to it. This man's hairline is fucked up. It looks like the bat signal. Fine, we can get it out of the way now. All right, and now let's move on. We get it. He's got a fucking awful hairline.
On the non-emergency phone line, correct?
It was on a non-emergency line.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no name or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
I had no idea who you were.
And so how can you say how can you say you then if you had no idea?
I'm looking at you. You were the guy.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
You and I were standing in the same yard looking at each other.
So, is it possible you saw something on the news?
No, I had no idea who you were.
What?
Interesting.
I'll make note.
Do you recall giving a description of approximately 5'9" and 160 pounds?
Yeah, something like that.
Things are some cream and Bob and
something
green,
like that.
Nintendo
or would
toaster
that be accurate?
And Toad.
I didn't have a tape measure out. It was just a guesstimate.
Would it be fair to say that since you keep identifying me as you, would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" nor 160 pounds?
Do you have your shoes on or off right now?
Would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9", 160 pounds?
If you take your shoes off and step out of them, they could have a better.
I'm not going to have them do that, but if you're able to answer the question, do you agree?
I'd have to be standing next to him. That's what I made my judgment from. We were about 2 feet from each other.
Does it look like I'm 5'9"?
I don't know. We were a lot closer.
Does it look like I'm 160 pounds?
I can't tell either. He could very well be 5'9". I have no fucking clue.
As to his appearance today, just like his hair isn't in dreadlocks today.
Sustain.
Objection.
Question.
Grounds for the sustain.
All right. Okay, then. Let me see this one.
So, at this point, there's no telling what witnesses will be here tomorrow, right?
Well, based on the groupings that you gave to the state, it sounds like we got through only one from each.
Right.
kind of category that, so we'll go back to the first, would have been Thursday morning.
Yeah, he's defending
You can call
himself.
The rest of Thursday morning. Was there 2 left of that?
Yes, correct.
So
And so let's do Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. The people you designated, I'm going to direct the state to have here tomorrow morning. That's 4 witnesses, whatever order of those 4.
5. It's 5, but yes.
It's 5?
We'll have them here. Based on your original list.
And then, how many does that leave? Because I'm not
that's what I'm trying to
doing
figure out.
good with math this late in the day. 4, so 4 in the afternoon then. So our hope is to get through all your witnesses.
I can't say this
Tomorrow.
for the record. One witness I intend to call tomorrow is not going to be 35 minutes.
Fair enough. Do you plan to call that person in the morning or the afternoon?
I'll call him right now.
I'm leaning towards the afternoon. That could change depending on the flow of the morning, I would guess.
1 o'clock
Let me
tomorrow.
skip around.
So we need to be mindful of people's schedules.
Thank you. We'll have everyone else here at
That's
8:30.
interesting because what if that was not who I was referring to?
Then you need to tell me right now so I can make an alteration to that.
Come on, Judge.
Sir, we're at the end of the 3rd week of trial.
So
I
can we
need
at
to
least
keep
be
this
fair?
moving
Can we
along.
at least be fair and say that's not due to me though?
That would not be fair to say.
How?
It's
how? The state said that they needed 5 to 7 business days to present their case. Did they or did they not say that on the record?
And there's
So how
it doesn't
did
matter how we got there at this point.
I don't even know
My
where
job
we're
is
at.
to get all the witnesses done.
So does he get his ex-girlfriend
So,
here?
I'm directing the state to have Miss Patterson come tomorrow afternoon.
If that's
and the
what I was
other
referring
witnesses,
to, which I wasn't, but everybody think they know what I'm thinking.
then you need to tell them if it's someone else, and if you want her here in the morning.
I'll
then
say
that-
this. Everybody that was here today that didn't get called, have them here tomorrow. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
And you need to tell me. who
Look
you
up the
want in
stare
morning,
down. Well, that's
not
the
by the order,
that's the
who you
clip
want for the
I
afternoon.
know the best.
Otherwise, I'm
about
gonna
the
make
whole
order
asking
that
him
I
a
just
question thing.
No, how you gonna make the order for me?
Under 906.11, sir.
No, you can't. I can call. I have the right to call them in the order that the state didn't have to have an order. And I'm guessing.
No, but the
Correct me
state's
if I'm wrong, but
helping
I'm-
you out in terms of the order.
They were helping me out with serving.
And
the
they're
service.
helping
Prime
you-
Flame and the Risa Bisquilla,
Not the order
Hentai,
of how I
Prosciutto,
would call the
Chief,
witnesses, but the subpoenas.
and Wayne.
And I gave the state.
Do you want to be responsible for calling each person tonight and telling them what time they need to be here? Or should we let the
See,
state
here we
do
go
that?
with this again.
Jesus Christ, does he get his girlfriend there or not? No, the trial ends tomorrow. So now I'm catching up. Oh, here we go.
I will be advising.
This is 58 minutes.
Clerk to have the jurors brought out. And then I'll ask you, sir, to call the defense.
Thanks, Risa,
next.
Emo, and Sunny.
Can we address subject matter jurisdiction that still has to be proven for the record?
I decline to do so. Your objection is noted for
Is
the
the
record.
audio on?
Your objection is noted for the record.
Is the audio on?
Yes, it's on, sir. It's on. It's on.
What do you mean is the audio on?
So we're not going to address subject matter jurisdiction that has yet to be proven.
2 times speed it?
For the record, I have addressed it.
No, you haven't
And
proven it
there's
for
a
the
written,
record.
and your objection's noted for the
Have you
record.
proven subject matter jurisdiction for the record? Have you proven it?
Oh, I'm just trying to see maybe like important timestamps.
Oh, okay. Email that to her and print it out.
So that's a judicial determination that you don't have to answer that, Your Honor, being a public servant?
I was talking to my clerk. I didn't hear what you asked. The jury's coming in.
You heard what I asked.
I actually did not.
Come on.
Look up a highlight. Yeah, maybe just a compilation. I didn't realize there was so much wacky shit to it. Like I said, I only saw like the viral Twitter clips from this shit. My God. He's a resub saint. He thinks he's Saul. I don't even think he thinks he's Saul, though, because he's not actually playing ball. He's just refusing to participate. That's the opposite of Saul. Yeah, we already did the box fort thing. That's how we got on here, because I wasn't aware that it went so hard. But yeah, the box fort convinced me that this is wackier than I thought it was going to be. The case isn't, by the way. Again, the case is anything but that. Dude's a complete menace. But Christ, this trial is wild. This is day one.
Mr. Brooks, you just interrupted me within a minute of us starting this case here today. I'm asking you to respectfully not interrupt me. That's the second time, so I can go through the list of things that I need to get through this morning.
The trial for Darrell Brooks, the man accused of driving through the Waukesha Christmas parade last year, killing 6 people, begins, and Brooks is representing himself as a sovereign citizen.
Wow. So he's going for the sovereign citizen card. I think this is just a theory. I think this whole sovereign citizen thing was started by 4chan as a joke. Kind of like that whole thing with like JFK Jr.'s been revived and he's announcing his presidency, just go wait here for a month. I honestly think sovereign citizenry was started by 4chan just to troll people in the real world. Because all it does is get people arrested because it's not a real thing and they make absolute fucking fools of themselves. Every single time. Like 100% of sovereign citizen cases gets people in jail. Yeah, the sovereign citizen cop clips are unreal. I wasn't driving under the influence. I'm a traveler. The vehicle is moving and I happen to be in it. I'm not driving, I'm traveling is a big one. Or I'm not Charles White. Charles White is my vessel. Or, yep, we're not in America. There's another big one. I don't know how long sovereign citizen's been around. I really don't. I only know it from all of the clips over the last decade. He got a 15-year-old pregnant, the ex-girlfriend in question, and tried to use growing up without a dad to try and serve a shorter sentence. The ex-girlfriend is the witness thing? Jesus Christ. His big thing today was telling the jury that they can nullify any law. Well, hold on, let me check the day one stuff real quick to get fully caught up.
I'm Jeanette Levy, and welcome to Law and Crime Sidebar Podcast. Darrell Brooks faces 76 counts in Waukesha County. 6 of those counts are intentional homicide. And we're looking at the top moments of the Brooks trial so far, with opening statements beginning Thursday. The day started with Waukesha County Judge Jennifer Darrell asking Brooks to put on a suit.
It is your choice, though. Are you willing to go back to your cell and put on your suit?
It is my right to do so or to not do so. And at this point, Your Honor, who doesn't know that I'm in custody?
Mr. Brooks, I've had many trials with individuals who are in custody, and when I've talked to the jurors after the conclusion of the case, they had no idea. The whole
Jesus Christ, doing everything to like teach him how to defend himself.
To shield jurors from the fact that you are in custody, but also you being in a suit and a tie or other street clothing.
Here, I'll go ahead and spoil this because I already know what's coming. One of the main reasons they do it is for appearances. It shows like a level of professionalism and things come across more genuine. For example, like if you're giving some kind of emotional statement, the more well-dressed and well-kept you are, the better received it is by the jury, stuff like that. It just brings like a level of like humanity to it.
I think also lends to the dignity of the proceedings. This is a trial. Again, it is your choice. Are you willing to go back to your cell and be dressed in the street clothes that you previously appeared in?
With all due respect, I do not agree with that assessment whatsoever. There's no possible way that anybody will not know that I am in custody. I think that's a well-known fact because it's reported on every day in the media. It's shown every day on the news where I am, what jail I'm housed in, and that I'm in custody. It's virtually impossible for anybody to not know that I'm in custody.
And joining me to discuss this is Bernarda Villalona. She is a
we don't even need like a discussion. Like he's an idiot. We get it. He's dumb.
Because usually that's the very basic in every trial, in every case where the defendant, the number one they take into account is I want to be professionally dressed so a jury can watch me and be able to judge me fairly because of one, the clothes that I have on. Remember, first appearances are the most important.
Let's take a look at another clip where the judge obviously got frustrated with Brooks.
More interruptions. We'll be off the record while we do that. Thank you, everyone.
I don't agree to a stop or I move for a motion to dismiss for being under duress and being coerced into a contract that I did not consent or agree to. I did not.
Oh, his first mute. Oh, no. Unmuted.
Now, Bernarda, what?
Okay. I don't want to go through all 5. He starts laughing during a witness testimony. Nice.
Did Mr. Brooks say anything to you or Erica or Nick as he was leaving?
He told Erica he was... Oh.
The basis for your objection, you said objection, right?
Is hearsay and irrelevant.
Is it being offered for the truth of the matter asserted?
Well, it's a statement by a party opponent, so it's not hearsay.
Oh, it's his statement. Sorry. I think I misheard what she said. All right. The objection is overruled. If it's, she may testify as to words that you spoke on this occasion. Go ahead.
He told Erica that he was gonna find her and he was gonna kill her.
Can we pull up Exhibit 5 for the witness, please?
Interesting. All right. Okay. Resub Andy, Martian, Rattlesnake, and the Prime French. Yeah, they took his rap video down, didn't they? I don't think that's up anymore. Oh, never mind. They put it back. They played it during the trial. That should be another criminal charge. It's trash. It's fucking trash.
We're going to play it in its entirety, but without volume, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Oh, that probably isn't even standard procedure. The music was just so bad, they're like, we're going to do everyone a favor and mute it.
And
I object to that, and I would like to make an offer of proof for my appeal.
We'll do that outside.
I object. I want to hear my music.
We'll allow the state to play it in its entirety.
My shit's fire.
Your Honor, I have all the exhibits. They were provided.
Mr. Brooks, I'll take that up along with the other 2 issues I still need to address.
But how can you play something that's not, that I didn't
Mr.
even
Brooks,
have?
I'll take that up outside the presence of the jury.
This
Your
is
objections are
mind-boggling.
noted.
This is
It's
mind-boggling.
overruled.
Mind-boggling.
I love the way he acts as if he's some kind of seasoned lawyer. My God. In all my 30 years of practicing law, I've never seen something like this. This is... What a circus of a trial. Back to Double Jeopardy.
actually, Your Honor, I changed my mind. I would like to play the audio, please.
This is mind-boggling.
I want to have it.
You don't want to play the audio.
And then I'll make a ruling and I'll take that up.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you.
So we will play the entire video, Your Honor, 2 minutes, 33 seconds.
Objection
Maybe
to
some
that.
stray.
Why does the whole video need to be played?
And ball.
He's just setting the foundation.
It's relevant.
Mariva, Chrono, and Row Your Boat.
You question this detective about his knowledge.
About the still frame from the video. The video wasn't even in the exhibits that I received. They actually didn't even receive them.
Mr.
They were
Brooks, please
upset.
stop.
Just imagine the worst music you've ever heard going on right now.
Not testifying. The video's playing.
For anyone that's wondering why this is relevant, it's not just to insult him for how awful he is at music. It's because, and this is actually one of the key things that the internet like pieced together. Not, obviously the investigators did too, but I saw this floating all around Twitter like the day this happened. It's the car. So his vehicle is in this music video, and they were easily able to put that vehicle, at that scene. It's not just to like insult him, it's the same car. Although the music is really bad, and this should be an extra charge for how terribly shit the music is. Your Honor, can we have him maybe sing it for us instead, a cappella? Meet you in the middle? We don't have to listen to the absolutely awful beat, but we can listen to the bars.
So play the sound. I want to hear it now.
I'll address that later.
We address why it was created out of the blue too.
What? What? Created out of the blue? You made the song. What do you mean? I can't believe they actually fucking played. I mean, I can, since it's actually a pretty crucial piece of evidence, but even still, I just hope the jury doesn't have to hear the music. Jury duty's already super long as is. The last thing they need is to be tortured with his music. Leave the resub. Psi. YW or WYD in the Prime Onyx and Tier 1 Lola. Play it for us? I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure they took it off. And I imagine they don't want to put it back up because the man's a fucking murderer. So I couldn't play it even if I wanted to. I'm sure you can find it anywhere online. Re-uploads all over the place. Thanks, Resub McCord. Why is Charlie jacking off? Oh, can you see me scratching my nuts? Oh yeah. Huge. Darrell Brooks flips out when revealed he's a sex offender. Is it the first time he's hearing that too? Your Honor, this is outrageous. I've never heard such a thing. Oh, goodness. Oh, he goes shirtless and throws the tantrum over being ejected from court. I thought he was in the middle of changing into his suit. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta pee real bad. Give me a second. Oh. You have a nice shit? It wasn't a shit. Okay, let's see.
Without having that letter.
So
the state has the ability to question you about that, or question this witness, and to look at the veracity of what your claims are here.
Thanks, Resub JDR.
So, I may take an early lunch, and if that's in your
He's
cell,
consulting with the big man upstairs for his legal defense. Give him a moment.
Letter, I'm not allowing this line of questioning. Do you have the letter with you in court?
I just said no. How many
Okay.
times I gotta say the same thing on record?
You know, sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
But if I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear
In
that
a
just
quiet
fine.
courtroom,
Everybody
yes, we can
assumes
hear it
Checkmate.
very clearly.
Everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging. Or,
Once again, you're doing this tactic.
Because
where you
it's not a
go
tactic,
off
it's
of what
facts.
We're talking
It's
about
facts.
to some other reason.
It's facts.
To
Because
some
I
other
find
thing.
it hard to believe that
I'm going to
all
let
of
the
a sudden
state.
nobody hears what I say.
I'm going to let the
Come on,
state
man,
make
stop.
a record of why they
Stop.
believe it's objectionable because I haven't let them do that. I've given
Exit
you
Prime,
multiple opportunities to tell me
Kubiza,
why
and
you
then we
believe
said
it's
I didn't
Zero,
get these
Nando,
pictures from nobody else. Why was
Megan.
The
somebody
record will
else
reflect you have two
Tavi,
pictures that
Chris,
you
and
believe were
Torin.
from this witness.
that I know?
Tier 1 ducks and Tier 1
That you
arbitrary.
believe.
That I know.
All right, I'll ask the state their position on all of this.
My position, Your Honor, is that these pictures, first of all, should not be admissible. One, because of a discovery violation. We've never seen them before. Two, because we have reason to believe that he did not get them from Erica Patterson. He is on a jail phone call talking to his mother, Dawn Woods, about Dawn Woods sending these photographs to him. Now,
That's a lie. I object to
Let the
that.
state make their argument without
Exit Prime, Eric,
interruptions.
there's some
That's a lie.
GBZ.
three, I believe that these photographs are designed to make a suggestion to the jury that Erica Patterson is a bad mom. I think that that's what the defendant is trying to do. And if we're going to go down that road, then we would be forced to counter that claim. First of all, it doesn't make her an incredible witness, if it's even true. And second of all, if we go down that road, we would be forced to counter that claim. by
Oh, God,
pointing
here
out
comes.
that not only does the defendant not live with the child in question, he doesn't live with any of the other children that he has. He impregnated Erica Patterson when she was a minor in Nevada. And for doing so, he was convicted of statutory sexual seduction, pled guilty in March of 2007 to that felony offense, and is a sex offender on the registry as a result. So
Oof.
if there's any causation
Oof.
that would lead to Erica Patterson being a bad mom, Mr. Brooks has a direct role in that causation.
And that's
Furthermore,
I object to that.
I'm not
because
done.
that's a lie.
Let
Because
him
at the end
finish.
of the day,
Let
if
him
we
finish,
gonna open the door
Mr.
on that, no,
Brooks.
since he want to make a record and not be accurate, so let's be accurate all on the record. Since you think you know so much,
Once
so
again,
we can
Mr.
open the
Brooks
door
is
on.
being
We can
loud,
open the door on how old she told me she
disrespectful,
was when we
interrupting.
met. We can ask that question
He is
too. Then
over the
Did you
top
ask that?
animated
Do you
right
know
now.
that?
Mr. Brooks, I'm ordering you to sit down and to let the state
No,
finish.
no, I'm not going to sit here and let somebody be inaccurate on the record and lie on the record.
Right. Under Illinois versus Allen, I've warned him repeatedly. He's being removed from the courtroom.
Oh, goodness.
And you know what? Let me dial that back. We're just going to take an early lunch, 1 hour. We'll be back. And unless he brings that letter and he
Don't
can
sit
show
here and try
it
to
is
think you know what's
inadmissible,
going
she will
on.
not be questioned. And under 906.11, I will
Then you gonna
declare
talk
the
about where my-
cross-examination
You don't know where. You
closed.
don't know where. What
Thank
happened
you.
at
We're
the
in
time
recess,
for all this
1
happened,
hour.
bruh. Get your facts straight. So let's open the door on all of it.
What is this
Get
camera
all of it on the
angle?
record. Since you think you know so much. Did you know she said she was 18 when I met her? Did you know that?
Damn. He brought up the sex offenders registry. Rough. Darrell Brooks claims female juror flipped him off. Exit Prime, Alexa. He pled guilty, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you want from me? I mean, I clearly don't know the charge super well, but yeah, he pled guilty to the sex offenders charge, I suppose. I don't know, man. He seems like he seems like the type. He's a prime sharpshooter in Costa. He's got 76 charges in total. Yep. And he's fighting each and every one of them poorly. And by fighting them, I mean not doing anything. He just yells at the judge. He doesn't actually fight the claims. In fact, in all of the clips I've seen, even outside of tonight, I have not once seen him say he is not responsible for this, the murder. I have not once seen him make that claim. He just keeps saying, I'm not Darrell Brooks, apparently. No, Tiana's watching American Horror Story, I think. Thanks, the resub kitty. Thanks to the bits, Isaac. Oh, hey, thanks for the raid, Gunner. Appreciate it, man. Hope you had a great stream. Darrell Brooks clearly has long hair, Your Honor. I have a shaved head. Imagine that's one of his defenses. He keeps saying I'm not Darrell Brooks. He said, I object to being called that name. So, I mean, maybe that is part of his defense. Thanks, a resub misery. He's the prime Matt. It is indeed part of his defense. He said he has a shaved head. Oh my god, what remarkable tactics, I suppose. He's a prime Nacho. Okay, hold on. I want to see that clip real quick. What do I type in for that? Shaved head defense? No. I probably don't even need to do that. Maybe just shaved head. Would it be here? Thanks the resub Mortem and Friendly and the Bits Bagel and Prime Matt. Yeah, that third thumbnail is going kind of insano style. But I want to see the one where he's actually using his shaved head as a defense. Thanks the resub poop. I have not seen Oki's newest video yet. Thanks the prime Gavi. Oh, it's at the end of the... Oh, no. You're misremembering that. If you're talking about the examination clip, this one, it wasn't him that said, you know, I don't have that hair, it's not me. That was the other side saying he's talking about current appearance as opposed to previous appearance, just like he had, you know, a different hairstyle then as opposed to now. That wasn't him saying that, if that's what you're referring to. I think it's the resub, or the prime, the bits plug and the prime toy. I mean, I guess, unless I didn't hear him say it. Again, he speaks very quietly because he refuses to actually speak into the correct device at the right volume. Thanks for the gift sub, Dexter. Yeah. We can get out of this rabbit hole now. We can go into something else. But my god. Fucking crazy. Thanks, resub Smirky. It's when he's cross-examining the cop. Before we go play the stare down, fine, we'll do the stare down.
Want to run the record back?
Mr. Brooks.
So I'm the only one. I got one. I
Mr.
got one
Brooks.
ear that work, and I heard that.
This
Come on,
is
man.
to benefit
man.
you so
No,
that
it's
you
not.
understand
Ain't none of
your
this to benefit
witness
me, so let's be
has
clear
a
about
prior
that.
record.
Your Honor, when I leave the table, I'm away from the courtroom and I have to elevate my voice. This is the
So she had to
alleged
elevate her
record
voice
of Abel
just for that.
Stop talking.
Come on, man. Like, I don't know who y'all be thinking y'all fooling. I accept the value in return for value this document.
One more interruption and you're going to be removed to the next courtroom.
That's what you want to do anyway.
It's not what I want to do. Do not interrupt Attorney Opper.
So can
Your
you
Honor,
tell,
I
can you
believe he
explain-
has 7 prior criminal convictions via OWI 2nd from 1997, and OWI 3rd from 1997, and OWI 4th from 2003. Criminal trespass to dwelling from 2006.
Right, I need to take a break.
He's
This
smoldering.
man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared. And we're taking a break.
Okay. An interesting tactic. Again, not something I would have seen Saul use, but that doesn't mean it's not effective. Unprovoked random assault takes place in courtroom.
First up, we go to Stillwater,
Thanks for some
Oklahoma,
Uniblaster.
where Judge Stephen Kistler's in the middle of a routine felony docket.
I did know Poppy is engaged
In
to
the jury
Ghostman.
box, 2 inmates wait to be called to the podium. Neither is a stranger to the courtroom. 30-year-old Craig Phillips' long and disturbing criminal history includes felony drug charges and 2 counts of indecent exposure that involved children. Today, he's charged with larceny of copper materials from a commercial property. Next to him, 32-year-old Jonathan Goodman, whose rap sheet is long and violent. It contains previous convictions for assault with a dangerous weapon and domestic abuse. Now he's facing charges including possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute.
And these two fight?
Watch
I'd
as
put my
Goodman
money
glances
on
to
that
his
guy.
right, then unleashes.
Oh! Got him with the judo chop. Austin Powers style.
Watching again, it's unclear if any words are exchanged between the inmates. Either way, Phillips never sees it coming. After getting in a few more shots, the deputy grabs Goodman.
Well, he taught him a lesson.
Even though the assault was reportedly unprovoked, no additional charges were filed against Goodman. Both seasoned criminals go back to prison after being found guilty on their original charges.
Okay.
Thanks for being a fan of courtcam.
Alright. Well, as the title said, that really was just a random assault. I mean, good for him, I guess. I'm not gonna lose over sleep. Or I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. It looked like one of those wrestling moves, though, where they, like, slap their chest with, like, a chopping motion. There's the resub noted Alex. What else we got for court cam? Man denies angry remarks recorded in 911 call. Thanks for the 10 gift subs, Caleb City. Thank you for the generosity. Is that the real Caleb City? If it is, big thank you and big fan. Fuck yeah. Thank you for that. That wasn't a backhand. He got him with like fucking like a chop. Now a backhand would have been nutty. They should do a slapping tournament with inmates. Can you imagine how wild that would get? Scary Jinn sightings caught on camera. Some more ghost shit? Yeah, we could do that. Look up the God Gamer. Let's catch up on court cam first.
Todd, did you ambush your wife Amy in that shed that day and brutally beat her with that corn fork?
No, I did not.
Wow, that got
Amy
really
had
intense.
So much life left to live, but that life was viciously taken from her on November 10th.
What the fuck is a corn fork? Wait, what? There's no way it's the thing that goes in corn in the cob. This? No fucking chance. It's gotta be like this, right? Holy shit. Thanks to resub Uraka and Milkman. So this, not this. This would be the world's most inefficient weapon. Holy fuck. Either way, that's fucking scary.
2018.
The day started out as any other. Tristan and Todd were in the barn. They were getting ready for a litter of piglets. And then Amy came out and she was also helping them. Todd had asked her if she could get the pet carrier. So Amy had gone off to the red shed and she'd been gone for like an hour, I believe, or so. And he asked Tristan if he could go check on her.
Hey, Umbrella, hope you're doing well, man.
And
Thanks
so
for the resubs
Tristan
that.
went over to the red shed, and that's when he found his mother kneeling forward, and she had the corn rake in her back. And of course, he screamed for his dad.
Oh wait, this is a serious case. Oh, never. I thought this was a goofy one. I think I'm gonna pass on that. Oh, I think I misunderstood what was actually happened there. Thanks to the Prime Parth and the resub tabes. I didn't really do anything today. I just went to eat dinner. That's about it. That's why I'm wearing a black shirt. Thanks to the resub ride. Courtroom chaos top 5 moments.
First up, we're in the 5th District Court in Cedar City, Utah, for the sentencing of Tristan Lamoureux. Lamoureux's just pled guilty to
Sexy
killing his
Beasts.
wife Misty following an argument in their apartment.
That's
According
the
to news
furry dating,
reports,
right?
She was shot 5 times in the head.
Jesus Christ.
When police arrived, they found Misty's body in the bathroom and Lamoureux fleeing the scene.
Fuck.
Now in court, Lamoureux sits surrounded by 4 sheriff's deputies who closely
Thanks to
watch
Sub
over.
Razor and resub Teast.
Judge G. Michael Westfall calls Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, to come up to the front of the courtroom and deliver an impact statement. As he approaches the podium, Wilson shoots an intimidating stare in the direction of the defendant. But Lamoureux seems unbothered, casually rocks back and forth in his chair. After speaking for a bit, Wilson breaks from his emotional
JoJo.
and turns his full attention to Lamoureux. Since the words don't have any effect on Lamoureux, Wilson tries a different.
Let him beat his ass a little bit. Let him have that. I think that should be fair.
Sheriff's deputies step up as
At
Wilson
least like
begins
30
speaking
seconds
directly
of unassisted ass beating. I think that would be very cathartic.
Wilson lunges at Lamoureux, but his lawyer pushes Wilson back against the barrier. Lamoureux stands up as if he's ready to rumble, but a deputy slams him to the ground and away from the melee.
Jesus.
Judge are left spinning as deputies drag Wilson to the floor and restrain him.
That was one of those moments you don't get to beat his ass, I do. Give him a
In
concussion.
chaos, these inmates taking in the scene seem completely unfazed. Moments later, Wilson's cuffed by the deputies.
Oh, don't give me that shit.
He apologizes for his outburst, and the judge orders him removed. The deputies put the courtroom back in order, and Lamoureux returns to rocking in his chair.
And then another man comes to try and beat his ass.
Jason Wilson was not charged for the incident.
Good.
As for Tristan Lamoureux, he's eventually sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for first-degree murder.
What a punchable face, too. You really couldn't just let him get his ass beat a little bit?
In Detroit, Michigan. 25-year-old Jasmine Gordon and her 34-year-old boyfriend, Clifford Thomas, are being sentenced today for the death of Gordon's 3-year-old daughter, Jamila Smith. Thomas, who is not Jamila's father, was babysitting the girl when he claims she hit her head and stopped breathing. But authorities ruled her death a homicide, indicating the child died of multiple blunt force trauma injuries.
Jesus Christ.
Both Gordon and Thomas were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter, among other charges.
The verdict will stand. Thank you, as found by the jury.
Today, Gordon and
What happened to the goofy drug charges? And they, like, sometimes slap each other. These are, like, really heavy.
She made a bad choice. A
God
real
damn.
bad choice. And to let this stranger babysit her kids, because that man was a total stranger to them kids.
Sitting just off camera in the gallery is the dead child's father, Dwayne Smith. There's only a few feet and not much else between Smith and the man convicted of killing his daughter. When he's asked to deliver an impact statement, he delivers.
No, I haven't, vegan. Oh! That was a good shot. That punch was like a gunshot right there. That was like a mantis shrimp. Again, I think 30 seconds of ass beating. If I was in charge of the justice system, that would be the first thing I'd pass.
And clearly punched Thomas in the head.
That was a great shot.
Amidst the chaos, Gordon has an emotional moment of her own.
No, I went out to dinner tonight, so I'm wearing a black shirt. Terrible idea, they'd all die. And if they die, they die. Like, if you shoot some woman 15 times in the head and you die from the court-ordered 30 seconds of ass beating, hey, that's fine. That's okay. That's the justice system working in my world. 30 seconds? They get to beat your ass.
For resisting arrest. After Thomas is taken away, a tearful Gordon makes a plea to the judge.
To be placed in jail right now after kissing my daughter for the last time is something I would have wished I stayed to himself. I was not in abuse it. I was trying to forgive anybody, never.
The tears seem to have no impact on Judge Van Houten. She sentences Gordon to 7 to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter.
He's the prime James
and
Charles
another
fan.
14 to
The
25
bits Elgato.
years for
I'm out of water.
first-degree child abuse.
And if they're actually innocent,
As for Dwayne Smith, Judge
well,
Van
we'd
Houten
make sure that they were confirmed through DNA. There'd obviously be rules. Wouldn't be chaos.
Next, we go all the way back to
DNA confirmed hard evidence. Then 30 seconds of ass beating from those that were directly affected.
On trial is Jerome Boggs.
Geez,
accused
appreciate the
of killing
15 gift subs,
Worcester Cook
Elgato.
and his 4-year-old son, TJ. He's also facing charges of burglary
Really
and robbery.
appreciate it. Thank you, Elgato, and thank you for the 5 gift subs, Atticus and Prime Ghoul.
Boggs
Resub
reportedly
Real
went to
9.
the Cook home to buy marijuana. Once inside, the drug deal turned into a robbery and double murder. Boggs is in court for his arraignment.
He looks
He's
like a
pled not
young
guilty of
Elon
all
Musk.
charges. In the gallery are members of the victim's family, devastated by this horrific crime.
That does not look like a family you want to fuck with.
The judge orders Boggs held without bond and sends him back to his cell. Just as
Damn, the whole family's coming in, but the cops are playing like some crazy defense right now.
Blister Cook's brother, Michael, charging towards the defendant. A second brother, Donald Keith, makes an attempt to get at Boggs. While officers handled that situation, a third man makes a run at Boggs.
Man, these cops are playing nutty D right now.
He slips out the back door.
They are not letting the quarterback get sacked.
Luckily for Boggs, there are several officers in the courtroom who prevent those angry family members from getting to Boggs. He's later found guilty of all charges and sentenced to life in prison with no chance for parole.
I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive.
Authorities say Cox molested a young child. The two were alone watching television. He was charged with criminal sexual contact
Thanks for
with
the
a
5
minor
resubs,
under the
Cannoli. I
age of
appreciate it, man.
13.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear your subathon went well.
With
Thanks
the
for
trial
resub,
now
Nightcrawler.
concluded and Cox found guilty, Judge Jerry Ritter Jr. calls a bench conference with attorneys from both sides. As Deputy DA Scott Key, the man who just helped convict Cox, walks back to his seat, Cox unleashes his frustration. Cox lunges at Key, who makes a quick move before crashing into the podium. He takes a swing at Key as he hits the ground. Officer Katia Smith enters the courtroom just in time to witness the ruckus.
Sweet. Well, thank you, Pope.
She acts swiftly and attempts to restrain Cox. Key gets back on his feet and makes a run at Cox.
Good. I thought he was just gonna quit.
The melee only intensifies as a man from the gallery joins the fray. With his courtroom engulfed in chaos, Judge Ritter attempts to take control.
Judge Ritter comes in with the gavel. Let me get a shot in.
Bench and orders the room to be immediately cleared.
You cannot restrain Cox.
Now over,
True.
Key pulls himself together. He takes a moment to fix its hair and then straightens up the area, even putting a trash can back
Thanks
in
for the 5
place.
gift subs, Gothic. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the resub. Adel and the Prime Allen.
Is finally restored. Michael Cox Jr. received 18 years for criminal sexual contact with a minor. And for his ill-advised attack on Key, the newly convicted felon picked up an additional 6 years for felony battery on a peace officer and misdemeanor aggravated battery. Both sentences will run consecutively.
Nice.
Thanks for being a fan of CourtCam. Subscribe to A&E.
Was it worth the 6 years?
Was anything but.
Thanks to the big tier 2, Jake Bab. Thank you for that.
He was charged with making terrorist threats, assault with a deadly weapon, and obstructing peace officers after a domestic disturbance escalated into a 2-day police standoff.
Jesus.
Mr. Edwards, this is the
Thanks to Prime Superior and Bloosh. And the resub Gopher.
Do you consent to have an arraignment by video conference?
Sir, is this an Maritime Admiralty Law courtroom that we're processing me through?
No, it's not.
He almost got that whole sentence out.
Edwards considers himself a sovereign citizen.
He tried to use that Reddit line, but couldn't quite get it.
Under common law as established by the Founding Fathers. Maritime Admiralty law that he's referencing is the law of the sea and
There's a Prime
international
Cooper.
commerce, a body of law that sovereign citizens believe to be the foundation of the country's modern legal system, which they reject.
This is not a Maritime Admiralty Law courtroom. I believe so.
No.
Absolutely, it is. All courtrooms in this country are Maritime Admiralty Law courtrooms that process people, aren't they?
Oh, checkmate. You just got outjudged.
Either way, this courtroom is trying to process me as state property. You see this fictitious name statement? Asher Edwards spelled in all capital letters? This is not my name.
My name is Zodius
Referring
Bloomberg.
to another sovereign belief that beginning at birth, one is issued a government identity, meaning one's name is spelled in all capital letters, such as on a birth certificate or social security card, and that doesn't represent one's true or free self.
This name was issued
Yeah,
to
maybe
me
Pickle.
without my consent, and you cannot legally process
I didn't consent to my name.
this without this
And
name.
I didn't consent to be short, so I want to sue somebody.
My name is spelled Asher Edwards, first capital, all lowercase. Edwards, first capital, all lowercase. And this is the birth name given to me by my parents, protected by the Constitution of the United States.
What is he
Even as Edwards grows louder and more animated,
What the fuck is he
judge
trying to even
appears
do? This isn't
take it
getting
all in
anywhere.
stride and even allows the defendant to finish his rant.
Thanks, Risa
Therefore,
Bar
it is
none.
illegal for you to process me through this courtroom, so you guys have to figure out something else to do with it.
Okay, we'll just throw you in jail.
But this
We'll just
judge is
skip
all
the courtroom.
business,
Fuck it.
So figuring out something else to do with Edwards is not in his plans.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Will show time is not waived. We'll set this matter for pre-preliminary hearing within the statutory period.
And I'm about to say
Maybe
the gun
can
is
check
not
that
a
heart.
gun. I've never had a gun.
As Edwards continues his rant about the alleged gun, the judge reaches for his own weapon of choice.
I thought he was gonna bring out a gun. Oof.
Do not speak while I am speaking, sir.
Edwards continues to plead his case, but to no avail.
Court will set bail in the amount of $72,500. Next matter.
You almost got him though, Asher. You were sounding very smart.
Edwards would later be found guilty of all the charges and sentenced to 1 year in prison.
Thanks, Resub, Piss,
Next, we go to a
and
bond
Neil.
hearing in Broward County. Judge John Hurley presiding. The defendant is David Hall, a sovereign citizen who
Thanks,
basically believes that
Resub,
certain
Dimmy.
laws don't apply to him.
Think we've seen this one.
Mr. Hall has declined the services of the public defender, Your Honor.
Hall is here for driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license.
I'll let it ride just for people that haven't seen it though. Fuck it.
Good morning, Judge.
As soon as the
Thanks,
judge
Prime
attempts
Ulti.
to read the charges, Hall begins interrupting.
Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today, sir.
I'm not asking you yet. Just give me a moment, all right?
I'm appearing as a 14-year-old girl trapped in the body of a 9,000-year-old meth addict.
Charges of driving with a
Kind of like a
suspended
reversal
license.
ollie.
But that's not going to stop him from trying to make his case.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's so cute.
Okay, could you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir?
He's not here.
I go by that name, sir.
He's in another
My name
dimension.
Sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
So are you and David Hall one and the same person?
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person, I am a private individual.
Hall's legalese is
Hey, 3-sub chick.
to say the least.
I just want to say real quick, hats off to whoever started the sovereign citizen movement. You're a fucking genius. I think it was a 4chan thing. They crushed it. They have an entire massive group of people that truly believe sovereign citizenship is a real thing, and it is always so fucking enjoyable. So, big kudos.
But the judge allows him to continue.
May I say
Yeah, I've seen
something
this
off the
one,
record, sir?
but I'll let it ride because I know there's people here that haven't.
As the settler, agent, not the person, but the individual. And I don't think I should have you understand the
So
difference
you're the
between a
settler
person and an
and the
individual.
agent, and you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
I'm going to write that down.
Judge Hurley is unfazed by Hall's attempt at a Jedi mind trick and
Thanks, Teresa
begins
Bird Lady,
to turn the
and
tables.
Toasty, and Chick Parm.
Here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. So today, the court's going to set your the settler, the agent, the individual's bond, and even the person's bond today at $10,000 because the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person
Got his whole family tree, unfortunately.
Hall's new bond is $10,000.
Blasted.
But because this charge is a violation of his original bond, all versions of David Hall must remain in jail unless he can come up with the cash.
Both cases will cause the
I can give some
settler,
tofu,
the agent, the
bloosh,
individual,
and the
and even
resub
the
no
person,
sleep.
David Hall, not to be able to be released from the Broward County Jail until further notice of the court. So,
May I post bond, sir?
Now it's Judge Hurley's turn to have some fun.
Well,
Is there any other?
Are you asking me as the settler, the agent, the individual, or are you asking me as the person?
Yeah, who's coming out right now? It's like split.
As the individual appearing before you today, the
Wait, who are you
opportunity.
speaking on behalf of right now?
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that you're trying to confuse me now. I'm not the person, sir.
Okay,
I am
see
not
the
the
person,
person.
David Hall. Tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right? Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Come on. Down the middle.
Bye, Mr. Hall.
Next, we're at the Cheshire County Courthouse in Keene, New Hampshire.
So
Court is
cute.
currently in recess,
I love that shit.
But there is trouble brewing in the gallery.
Your choice is take the hat off or step outside.
Thanks, Risa Beast.
The judge asked this man, Bo Davis, to remove his hat or leave.
Thanks,
Otherwise,
you.
he could be charged with contempt of court. But Davis refuses.
So I have force threatened upon me if I were to wear a hat.
Davis and some
He'll
others
die
said
for his
they're
right to wear a hat.
associated with the New Hampshire-based anti-government movement. They're here to support a fellow member who's the defendant in a, quote, right to travel case that's in recess. These so-called sovereign citizens claim to be pushing back against what they consider overreach in the criminal justice system.
This guy's hands are huge. He makes this phone look kind of small. Or maybe it's just like the quality, but this looks like it's more of like an ice cream sandwich that he's holding and not a phone. He's got some big fucking hands. Or maybe it's like forearm relative to phone that's warping my perspective. I'm not sure.
Sovereign citizens claim to be pushing back against what they consider overreach in the criminal justice system. And they're not afraid to get vocal about it.
I think you misunderstood. It's the judge's authority when he comes back. If at that point he says he's in contempt, then you have the authority.
Would not have been an issue had you. Your choice is take the hat off. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. I can't. You're making threats.
After more back and forth with Davis and relentless
Thanks to
commentary from
resub,
others
Rolf.
in the gallery,
Tier 3 resub, thank you.
the bailiff is finally done discussing the matter. Stand
up, please. Sir, treat others as you would wish. Please. I'm being nice. Well, I'm not going to assist in my own arrest. So I don't. You should take your hands off that man. Please stand up.
But at least he got to keep the cool hat.
Escort Davis out, but again he refuses to stand.
I'm not going to assist in my own arrest. I'm not asking you to assist.
Well, pick him up like a little baby boy.
Instead of dragging Davis
And let
out,
him suckle on your tits.
the bailiffs use a
He might be
wheelchair.
hungry.
Just leave people alone now.
As Davis is wheeled out, the group continues to insult the bailiffs.
Ever considered like a real job? One where you don't use violence against people?
Despite their protests, the court has authority to make rules about conduct in the courtroom. So a short time later, the judge returned to the courtroom and sentenced Bo Davis to 5 days in jail for contempt of court.
But at least he got to keep the hat. Fuck yeah.
Picture I got a haircut.
Good one. I'm glad you can make jokes.
Thanks to
Meet
Bits
the man
Toad.
in the fur cap, 21-year-old Robert Peterson. He's the person filming this footage as he enters the Kootenai County Courthouse in Idaho.
That has to go through the x-ray machine if you want to come in this building.
Peterson is a hearing for a minor traffic infraction, riding his bicycle at night without a light. But from the moment he steps inside the door, it's clear this won't be a typical security check.
Oh.
I'd just like to know where your warrant is.
I don't need
It's clearly posted on the entry of the building.
What? Clearly posted that I have to forfeit my right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure? Yeah, every person is. I'm not a person. I'm a man.
Yeah.
And more
A
specifically,
big man.
a free man.
Strong
Peterson
man.
considers himself a sovereign citizen.
I'm not
Love
subject
it.
to your jurisdiction, and the court has already confirmed that. I'm here for one purpose. All right.
You can submit.
He's a rare Pokemon. He's not like the other girls.
I mean,
He's quirky.
Yeah, but you will be charged a bill.
Charged a bill? Rather than escalating the situation, one of the bailiffs decides to play along.
You will be served a bill.
Thanks to Resub Phoenix and the Bits Phaedra.
I didn't come here to raise a ruckus.
After clearing security, Peterson finds a seat at the rear of the courtroom and continues filming.
So your cameras in court.
Excuse me?
There are no cameras in the courtroom.
Yeah, there is.
No, you have to put that away.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Under what authority?
You have to have a court order from a judge before you can have a camera in the courtroom.
Okay, well, I'm going to capture this on video.
Well, that was a good argument he made, though.
You have to turn it off.
No, thank you.
He politely declined.
Bailiff
So
number 2.
Shut the camera off now.
No, thank you. I do not consent to you touching me or seizing my property, so you need to
Shut
back
the
up.
camera off now.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
holding you accountable because you're about to overstep your bounds.
The bailiffs then decide to clear the courtroom and question Peterson directly.
challenge him to gladiatorial combat. It is your right as a U.S. citizen. Trial by combat.
What's your first name? I don't have a first name either. I've got a name. My name is Robert. You can call me Robert.
As you can see, this bailiff keeps his sense of humor about the situation.
Thanks the bits again, Phaedra.
I'm a man.
You're human?
I'm a man, yes.
Can I see your Idaho state license?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
My person does, but I don't.
With the situation seemingly diffused,
Come on in, folks.
the bailiffs usher everyone back into the courtroom.
Makes Risa relish.
Except for one person.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the press.
Communism! It's communism! Ah!
But it doesn't apply to me. Why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody
Freedom is dead! Ah!
Afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Oh my god!
Please step aside. I'm going in.
No, I'm not going in.
Don't touch me.
Try and stop him. This guy's built like a fucking train.
Step back. And you're using.
That had to be the most satisfying taser deployment of that guy's whole life.
Peterson refuses to step back. Chief Bailiff Pete Barnes fires his taser.
And you're using.
Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey.
There's your tier 1 Sloppy McFloppy and the resub Whom and Nihilus.
Put the cuffs on.
And Bits Royal.
The answer to that question? Peterson's charged with 3 counts of battery and 1 count of contempt of court. He would later enter an Alford plea, meaning he didn't admit to committing a crime, but acknowledged there was likely enough evidence to convict him. Jail time was waived as part of the plea deal, and he was ordered to pay a fine for his original charge of riding a bike at night without a light.
What a cool guy.
Now to Louisville, Kentucky, and the Jefferson County District Court. An arraignment hearing is underway for 18-year-old Keisha Johnson, who's charged with possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence.
Come on up here, ma'am.
I would like to stand here.
When called upon,
Man, the camera quality on this one is
the judge,
rough.
Sean Delahanty,
Holy
from
shit.
the back of the court.
No, you stand at this podium. I get,
Come on, you have to come up here. We can't record
What
your
laws
back.
you guys operating under?
the laws of the state of Kentucky.
Yes. As in like amateur law, criminal law, statutory.
Come up here and stand at this podium. I have to get you on the record so that people.
Well, even if she did, we wouldn't be able to see her. The camera quality's negative 160p. Should be illegal to have cameras of this shit
Johnson's
quality.
refusing to cooperate because she's part of a sovereign citizens movement, which rejects institutions and believe they aren't bound by the country's laws.
Well, Mr. Johnson, I really don't want to create some big scene.
Thanks to the resub Zilly and
I
King.
do not want to lock you up, but I may very well have to. I need for you to come up here and stand at this podium. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Who do people learn this shit from? Don't mean to blue ball you, but I am a huge fan of sovereign citizenship. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it actually started on 4chan and got big on Reddit for a little while. I remember back in, I think it was like 2012, there was a lot of posts about like, if you get pulled over by a cop, use these phrases. I am not traveling, I'm on, what was it? I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I am a vessel. I'm not a person, I'm an individual, and shit like that. And it blew up on Reddit. It was used in like legal advice subreddits. It was used in like just general life advice, like life hacks and shit. It was huge. And people truly bought into it. So now you see the results of years of them convincing themselves it's a real thing. It's fucking incredible. I love it.
Up here and stand at this podium.
As the bizarre scene plays out, there's another disruption in the back of the courtroom when a bailiff tells 36-year-old Jenna Vondran to stop.
No, 4chan took it to Reddit as like a troll, and Reddit believed it. That's what I'm saying. 4chan put it there to make people do this as a joke. That's what I'm saying. You're misunderstanding.
All right. Chris? Chris? Go ahead and lock her up. Go ahead and take her into custody.
Watch as the judge looks down and presses his panic button to summon additional deputies to the courtroom.
Let me through some sauce.
You sit over there, nothing wrong.
You have no right. No right for that.
Yeah, I'm not finished with her yet. All right.
After a quick reset, the original defendant, Keisha Johnson, finally comes forward to the podium.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I don't understand any of that.
All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana. You are...
While the judge
Jesus Christ.
With Johnson, deputies in the hallway are still trying to get control of Vondran, the woman with the cell phone.
I don't understand any of those charges.
Well, there's not a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot more I can do to try to explain to you.
When trying to play clueless doesn't work, Johnson goes back.
It started in 1970?
You
What?
guys prove jurisdiction. Prove jurisdiction because I come in under common law. Prove your jurisdiction that you have jurisdiction over me. Prove jurisdiction. A court cannot proceed until you guys prove jurisdiction. Show me your jurisdiction. Show me your law.
All right. All of our laws are codified in the Kentucky Revised Statute.
Show me jurisdiction. Show me the law.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, that doesn't prove that you have jurisdiction.
Okay, so what else? And now there's a simple way for
Show me your jurisdiction badge.
And now there's a simple way for
Show me your jurisdiction badge. Like the FBI badge.
Go ahead and take you into custody.
Under what charges?
Under
what charges?
You are disrupting my court. All right, we're going to pass her case to tomorrow.
You guys have been mistreated. It's wrong. Under common law, under the United States Constitution. And if they keep doing this, then let us...
Keisha Johnson's arrested and charged with contempt of court. Fast forward to the next day, and she's about to face a new judge.
Keisha Johnson, 56.
Yeah, agreed,
This time
Rotok, it's
Johnson's
crazy.
represented by an attorney.
I don't know how familiar you are with this, but
Thanks
this
for your sub, Big Red.
Podium flipper.
Okay.
I've heard a little bit about it from
Okay.
yesterday. All right, so this is Miss Johnson. We'll note that she's in custody today. She's brought over and present.
And she'd like to make a statement to the court.
I had time to think about it, and I believe and I've learned that I need to represent myself in a respectable manner while in front of the judge.
Okay, so obviously that behavior will not be tolerated. That's why
Oftentimes, I feel like courtrooms are just literal middle school again.
Contempt of court, and is released from jail after serving 1 day.
Well, like,
Her
this
original
happens in
charges,
so many of
2 were
these.
dropped, but she's found guilty of possession of marijuana, fined $185. As for Jenna Vondran, who was arrested after filming in the courtroom,
all right. Go ahead and lock her up.
Also, this is kind of cute. This apparently happened in Kentucky, and this guy quite literally looks like Colonel Sanders. I wouldn't be surprised if he is inhabiting this guy as a vessel. This is an actual sovereign citizen, and his soul has been hijacked by Colonel Sanders.
Lock her up.
she's found guilty of disorderly conduct and serves 1 day in jail.
Thanks for being a fan of courtcam.
That was good.
Subscribe.
Most of those were new. We only saw one of those before. But all of them were good. Nice. Any other court cam, or was that the only new one? Is it the cop that's singing?
Guilford Knight Correctional Center in Miami, Florida. And this is Eduardo Arama.
Good idea,
Arama's
Goose.
supposed to be locked up inside said facility, but he's not. And that's a problem. The inmate did not escape. Instead, a paperwork error triggered his early release into the public.
Nice.
What just happened to be his 52nd birthday. It was a nice present.
Congrats,
considering
Eduardo.
Rama still had just under a year to serve, linked to criminal mischief, probation violation, and shooting or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
What is a deadly missile that you can throw?
Throwing a missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
What does that mean?
After realizing the mistake,
What?
authorities issued warnings to the public, including this wanted flyer. Based on Arama's criminal record, his accidental
Exit Prime
release
Brick
was a
and the
serious
reset one bony.
situation. For nearly 3 days, there was no sign of Arama.
Maybe Tug.
Until he resurfaced in an unlikely place. On a Zoom call with the Miami-Dade Circuit Court. That's
Why?
Arama, who despite being aware that he's currently a wanted man, looks pretty relaxed from an undisclosed location with a friendly little pooch on his lap. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Broward County Court set
Exit
up
Prime
an easily
Nate.
accessible portal for remote hearings. Prior to his release, Arama had a hearing scheduled for today that he should be joining from inside the correctional facility. But instead, it looks like he's
What?
on the patio. Despite being wanted by police, he shows up for his hearing and is even a little early. At the time, the only other person on the video call is his attorney, Assistant Public Defender Fadya Salem. But after a brief conversation,
She should've just told him to hang up.
situation with her, he hangs up before the actual hearing begins.
Mr. Arama is a sentenced inmate. He is sentenced to state prison. He was released in error.
As you know, Mr. Arama was present. His video was working. Then he turned it off.
Miss Salem, have you spoken with him about surrendering?
Judge,
Yeah, he said he doesn't wanna.
him. This is his only request. He has only but a few possessions left to his name and a dog. And he's
Thanks to resub
merely
10
asking
and gifts
for
of
the
Brian.
court to give him a date to surrender so that he can find somebody to take those possessions.
Despite the fact that Arama's supposed to be in jail, Salem continues to make the case for a little more free time for her client.
Your Honor, he's not a flight risk. You know, answers the authorities' calls, appears in court on Zoom, is not at risk for a flight. We're merely asking for a day
Thanks to resub Bayside.
so that he can get his possessions to somebody to take care of.
But
Just let him go at this point.
Tarantsos seems to think Arama's dog-sitting vacation has lasted long enough.
He's had that day, Miss Salem. He was released on Monday. It's now Thursday. He surrendered today.
Eduardo Arama was taken back into custody.
I don't know what that means. Like, how did he throw a missile into a car?
The Department of Corrections issued a statement saying, quote, "Our review..."
Oh, nice.
Now we
Just kind of big dicking for a moment.
Common Pleas Court in Painesville,
Then changed his
Ohio.
mind.
32-year-old Manson M. Bryant is in court. to
Easy
receive
tier
a
1
sentence
police
for
brutality and the
aggravated
resub bong
burglary,
hits.
aggravated robbery, kidnapping, abduction, and carrying a concealed weapon. All stemming from a violent home invasion he committed with 2 others.
All rise.
Easy tier 1 Cosmic Brownie and the resub Eric.
The judge
Oh,
handing
sweet.
down
Thanks,
the
Eric.
sentence is the Honorable Eugene Lucci.
What's up,
Bryant
Eugene?
has appeared before 3 previous times for different crimes. In the past, Bryant has had words with the judge during sentencing. This time around, Manson expressed remorse to the judge, saying, quote, "I've made a lifetime of bad decisions. I am truly sorry. I respect you, and I respect your decision."
Oh, that's very sweet.
That decision.
Am I free to go? Circle yes or no.
Court determines
Do you like me?
that his conduct and his criminal history shows that consecutive terms are needed to protect the public from future crime.
At this point, it's safe to assume that Bryant will be spending some time in prison, but just how much remains to be seen.
Court sentences you to prison on count 1, aggravated burglary, felony 1 for 8 years.
Pass him another note.
3 years on the firearm specification. Court sentences you on count 3, aggravated robbery for 8 years. Plus
Overall, this isn't too bad.
Firearm specification for a
nothing.
total of 22 years with credit for 231 days.
Child's play. Oh, fuck. Turns out he actually is racist. That'd be huge.
That you had a certain amount of remorse. I was mistaken. The court determined maximum.
Well, I mean, if I steal something, I'm gonna feel kind of bad. But if I also get like sentenced for 22 years for it, I'm gonna be fucking pissed too.
Trying to calm Bryant down.
Granted, his charges are more serious, but still, you can be remorseful and still pissed.
So that's 28 years with credit for 221 days. All right, you can take them.
Bryant's outburst leads the judge to impose the maximum sentence allowed for his conviction. He'll now spend 28 years behind bars.
I mean, at that point, it doesn't matter. The extra 6 is kind of worthless.
The defendant has shown me that he
Let it ride.
no remorse whatsoever, and therefore the court determines that maximum imprisonment is needed. He poses the greatest likelihood of recidivism.
Good word, Eugene. Excellent work.
Next up, we head to a
You really nailed that
proceeding
one for
in
Scrabble.
Sacramento, California. The court clerk is waiting on
He's
the
a Tier 1
defendant,
Don't
Scott
Punch Me
Green,
Man,
who's appearing
and the
today
Tier 1
for
Paper
speeding
Planes, and the
license
resub
tag
Oprah,
violations.
Reaper, and the Prime Nick
There he
and
is.
Wally.
The court clerk is waiting on
He's
the
a Tier 1
defendant,
Don't
Scott
Punch Me
Green,
Man,
who's appearing
and the
today
Tier 1
for
Paper
speeding
Planes, and the
license
resub
tag
Oprah,
violations.
Reaper, and the Prime Nick
There he
and
is.
Wally.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Green?
Yes.
Yes, defendant Green is also Dr. Scott Green,
Hey, Scott.
a plastic surgeon.
Hi. Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in the operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
Okay, let me...
That's gonna be a horrible plastic surgery job.
They are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay.
I love Zoom trials. This was such a good idea.
Green is ready to go. The good doctor is sworn in and continues to multitask as he waits for Court Commissioner Gary Link to get things started.
So, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Monroe, Mr. Green. So, unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room, appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
No. I'm at home.
Commissioner
Cosplay.
Link seems a bit concerned about Dr. Green's setting and his ability to continue the hearing while performing a facelift on a patient.
Oh, that's rough.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial, notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today.
Sir, I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date when you're not actively involved.
Can we also get his medical license taken away for this shit? Are you kidding me?
Attending to the needs of a
This is
patient.
fucked up.
Looks like Dr. Green's plan isn't going over so well with the court.
I apologize, Your Honor, to the court. Sometimes surgery doesn't always go as
The court, you know,
efficiently as we
it
hope.
happens. We want to keep people healthy. We want to keep them alive. That's important.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away. It's plastic surgery. He's probably just doing a nose job.
Although the Zoom received plenty of attention from the media, the original court business was resolved when Dr. Green paid his fines just a few days later.
Find the case Nicoletti versus Stevens, case number 06721.
I don't really know what a facelift is. So under the impression it was any work done to the face. So like the nose.
Judge is Martha Anderson.
May it please the court, Your Honor. Paul Nicoletti appearing on behalf of myself.
That's attorney Paul Nicoletti, who's in court because of an
Face is
ongoing
drooping,
feud
face
with a
go up.
former
Got
client,
it.
Karen Stevens.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
Stevens claims Nicoletti has petitioned the court for a personal protection order against her over accusations of stalking. She's here to fight the order and try to bring sanctions against Nicoletti.
My motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on his what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense. I am not stalking Mr. Nicholas.
I haven't signed a PPO.
Uh-oh.
Just to clarify, the personal protection order that Stevens is referring to has not even been issued.
His petition for a PPO. Let me.
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but may I...
No, you may not.
I'm confused.
You ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served.
That's the point.
Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion, taking up this court's time for no good reason.
I think it's a good reason. Entertainment.
Your own personal vendetta against this man. I did not issue a PPO. And here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and make him pay money? No, ma'am. Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs of $500.
Nice, get fucked.
So not only does Stevens
Idiot.
fail to get sanctions against Nicoletti, but she's hit with a $500 fine of her own. Unhappy with the decision, she has some choice words for the judge.
Contempt of court, let's go, speed run.
I beg your pardon?
I knew it was fixed.
Miss Stevens, I highly suggest that you just exit my courtroom and go pay the sanctions before I find you in contempt.
But the story doesn't end there.
They fight.
Due to a clerical mistake, Stevens is back before Judge Anderson.
Oh God, welcome back.
Later.
Now they're friends? Let's go.
Court, Karen Stevens?
Miss Stevens, the last time you appeared in court, the court ordered that you pay $500 in costs. The clerk's office made a mistake with respect to your credit card, and only $5 was assessed as opposed to the $500. When the clerk's office attempted to correct the mistake they made, you basically objected to your credit card company, and that brings you here
Thanks, you said Billy.
Do you have the $495?
I have not played that, don't punch me.
Owed?
I have my credit card, but I did file an objection and an answer to this order to show cause that wasn't properly served, didn't have an affidavit of merit.
Looks like Stevens still wants to discuss the protection order, but Judge Anderson isn't having it.
Miss Stevens, do you have $495 with which to pay today?
I just said I have my credit card. I do not have cash.
Very well then, Miss Stevens. You may go down to the clerk's office, pay $495 forthwith to take care of the $500 that this court assessed you the last time you were here.
But Karen Stevens isn't one to go quietly.
Let's go, Karen.
So what statutes or court rules you rely on to sanction me in the first place? That's part of due process.
Miss Stevens, do you wish to comply with my request, or do you wish me to find you?
Is it a court order? I need a court order.
Miss Stevens, my clerk will call down to the clerk's office and let them know you are coming.
There will be no court orders, what you're saying?
Miss Stevens, please do as I've directed you to do. Thank you.
Stevens ultimately lost her feud with the judge and Nicoletti. She was not only ordered to pay the fine she owed the court, but Nicoletti's attorney's fees as well.
Hey, happy ending.
Thanks for being a fan of courtcam. Subscribe to A&E.
Good work, Karen. She did pretty well, all things considered. I think that art degree that she had really paid off there in court. She was able to hold her own. Man claims he robbed the bank to pay for daughter's cancer treatment. Well, that just sounds sad all around. Neighbors' messy fight over trash can placement?
If parking and
Thanks,
trash
some
issues
taco
can
and
separately
souls.
cause friction between neighbors, together, things can get very messy indeed. Like in Toledo, Ohio, where this woman is moving her neighbor's trash cans out of the way. They are blocking the parking spot in front of her house. Her neighbor doesn't think she's done anything wrong.
Thanks, Risa Madam.
You have the right to park in front of your house. It's a public street. I can have 7 cars parked on the street. It don't matter.
And supported by her husband,
The public street.
she starts to move them right back.
Oh God. It's about to get wild.
To be outdone, the woman's friend just wheels them away again.
Really overdrafting.
The woman is now trying to park.
Hey, whoa now. Not the recycling bin. Have some, hey, have some decent, oh boy, now you've done it.
But with both sides now locked in a standoff, tempers, like the trash cans, are about to spill over.
Oh! What the fuck is going on? Hey, now what the fuck is this? My garbage! My precious garbage! No! It's all over this place now.
This trash tit for tat is not over yet. The woman in purple is determined to have the last word.
Nice.
Police later arrive, and this woman is fined for dumping trash illegally on the street. The neighbors no longer live next door to each other.
I was expecting something a little bit wilder. That was pretty tame, all things considered. I would say that the guy should also get charged, considering he's the one that started the dumping. Whew. That started the dumping. Whew. Judge ignores pandemic rules. Oh, we've seen this one. Wait, this is just a straight up re-upload. We've seen that. Yeah, there's some new slapping that we'll watch in just a minute. I wanted to catch up here. Angry judge keeps raising sentence. We've also seen this. What the fuck? These are re-uploads. Man slams door on thief breaking into his car.
45 miles northwest of Chicago is the city of Crystal Lake, Illinois, home to Aaron and Samantha Helmer and their 3 children.
Our neighborhood is nice, quiet, suburban American neighborhood. We've lived here for 4 years. We get along with all
what did he say?
out here.
At 3 a.m. one morning, Aaron is awoken by an intruder alert from his home security system. A stranger has walked onto his driveway and tried the door of his unlocked car.
I look at my phone and see that my car door is wide open and the light is on. Didn't really think about if the guy had a weapon at all. I just knew that I didn't want somebody in my car.
Oh my God.
Good work.
I slammed the car door shut on him just to kind of stun him because I didn't know what kind of size person he was when I first ran up to him.
Oh my God.
I'm 260 pounds. I'm a big guy. He was about 120 pounds soaking wet.
Drop whatever you have in there, okay?
So I pissed on him.
Alright. You okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I think this kid was scared that I came outside of my underwear.
What do you have in there?
Thanks, resub King Laven and Penguinz fan and Clip Clop.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I
With
was
his
scared
panda.
doing that.
I was trying to make money or something. I'm hiring. Everybody's hiring. Yeah. So much. I don't want to explain it.
Aaron called my phone, and
Long story short, now that guy's the CEO of my
I
company.
like to sleep, so I was not very happy that I got woken up to some kid breaking in her car.
Is my wallet in there?
So when I walked out, I just said it like right away, like, call the police. Like, why are we standing here? What the f are you doing?
I'm really sorry.
But then, like, I saw it was a kid, and I could see that, like, Aaron was kind of unsure of how to...
Aaron's looking good right now.
I just went into mom mode.
What else you got? What else did you steal from other people?
Just some water.
How old are you?
17.
What the f?
I know, I'm sorry.
You trying to go to jail?
Thanks to Prime Hike and the resub Batmeg and Magic Harp.
He was a young kid. If you call the cops on him right away, that could scar a young kid on his record. I used to get into trouble when I was younger, and I didn't want that.
How many other houses did he hit so I can get this back?
Honestly, I just wanted to get through to him like how stupid what he was doing.
Well, let's beat his ass. Fuck it. Let's really teach him a lesson.
If he would have caught the wrong house, he could have got shot over like a couple of dollars.
Okay.
Maybe this is your lucky break, man.
Yeah. We talked for about 10 minutes or so. He never tried to run at all.
Where do you live?
I don't know that he was a neighbor, but I never ran into him before.
You still live at home with your parents?
Yeah.
Where do they think you are?
Empty the rest of your pockets.
So he had about...
Hit him with the car door again.
Glasses, around 5 pairs of prescription glasses, about $5, $10,
like
$20. He had a pocket knife on him, and he had a bag of Skittles.
Learn your lesson.
Oh, they shook him down.
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Think about it.
We let him go before we called the police to come get the things. It's not ours. We wanted to get back to the people that it belongs to.
He stole Skittles, sunglasses, and $20. I don't think they're that upset about it.
No.
Especially judging by this driveway.
He was apologizing that he would never do it again. And I think he got away with it once or twice and then realized the severity of it. If he does get caught, what kind of consequences come next?
I don't know. I think we made a good team of good cop, bad cop.
I'm going to talk about it.
Thanks to Tier 1 Captain Knuckles.
Him and his parents would appreciate how the situation was handled. I mean, we still really don't know the full reason of why he was doing what he was doing. So as long as he took something away from it, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, you turned his life around, I bet. Thanks to the resub Helio. Midwest girls fly to LA to stay with mystery men. What? What does that even mean? What show is this? Airline? Well, congratulations. Good work, ladies. Alright, let's catch up on some slap fight. Yeah, this is... I'm assuming you're talking about this, the guy that just talked about the lawyer. The Parkland school shooter is on trial now. I'm sure most of you know that. But it doesn't seem like many people realize just how absolutely insane his defense team is. So for pretty much this whole trial, well, I actually can't say the whole trial because I've only seen the clips. For a while now, they've been making absolute fools of themselves, but it boiled over yesterday with a public display of one of the lawyers giving the finger to the entire court and laughing with the school shooter. And then one of the... You know what? Actually, I'll just play it. I don't even know why I'm giving the full context. I'll just show you.
Judge, I'm standing here and I see that Jeff Marcus jumped up really quickly. But no one jumped up when people were referring to karma acting in the universe. No one was jumping up when they were referring to the defense children. No one jumped up to try to tap down that rhetoric. That is the rhetoric that I'm talking about. That is what I'm trying to be very clear on. Jeff Marcus, the state, they can hide behind their arguments, but we all are witnessing what is occurring in this courtroom.
Which is myself. I'm a judge,
And
I understand that I'm in
Thank you,
charge
Judge.
of the decorum, and I feel that 99% or a great percentage of what has been said has been appropriate. Everybody has maintained decorum, but
So, what they're referring to, since I don't know if this clip is going to include it, apparently at some point, one of the defense lawyers' family was brought up. I don't really know the context of it, but apparently there was an offhand mention of one of the lawyer's kids or something, and now they've completely steered away from like the actual core discussion in order to address that. Like, this is so disrespectful, I'm a fucking lawyer, how dare you bring up my kids, this is outrageous. And now they're making like this public complaint to the judge, and the judge is like, I don't know what you're talking about. From everything I've seen here, It's maintained a very professional decorum, nothing, you know, fishy or weird or low blows or anything. And then it starts to go off the rails.
For a few comments, it's best to just move on as opposed to highlight them.
This is true, Judge, but I am witnessing a building of momentum, and I'm encouraging the court to direct the state to tap down on that momentum so it does not reoccur and it does not become a theme. Thank you, Judge.
They're becoming too powerful, insulting the kids.
The only thing the state has said to any of these witnesses when they get up is, would they like to say something on behalf of the victim they're representing? There's been no encouraging or inciting, as Mr. Weeks has put on this record. That is a blatant falsehood and a recreation of the record. As far as no objections being made, it's the defense that could have objected. It's not the state's duty to object to their own witnesses when they're testifying.
These are the bits, okay. Jimmy and the prime shorty.
Listen, I've already heard. If you have anything else to say, you can put it in writing at a later time. I've heard from both sides more than once. That's going to be it. I've made my decision.
Also, this judge is fucking awesome, by the way.
Testified to has been appropriate. I do not want to highlight the few things that were said that were perhaps not appropriate, and let's move on. You can have as many seconds as you want in writing, and you can put all of your objections in writing. They've been made multiple times.
She speaks to them like children, like actual kids.
Ms. McNeil, and I don't want to hear anything else. I've already heard it. Is there something that has not already been argued?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, exactly what is it?
Judge, before Mr. Shacker took the podium and testified before this court, I wanted to reflect that both Mr. Marcus and Mr. Satz looked at the statement prior to the reading. And so their implicit adoption of what he was saying was improper arguments.
Okay, but what you are doing right.
So, this guy is a giant big baby man. So I think the strategy was to get on a tangent to buy time or something. So he starts whining like, "Ooh, wah, 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 they were being mean, wah, 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 wah." And the judge has already heard it like 1,000 times by now, so that's why she's like very, like, shutting it down. Yeah, I guess kind of filibustering, I suppose, but like really pathetically. So he just keeps bringing up the way they spoke about this was very inappropriate. It was ill-mannered. They were not brought up properly, very inhospitable. And then eventually one of them, they reflect, and one of the lawyers from this team defending the Parkland school shooter just gave the whole court the finger. I think it's in this clip. I haven't actually watched this clip, but it's from this segment that I was watching.
Right now,
so I imagine it's here.
Something and making more of a spectacle. So if your office in general does not want to facilitate or incite violence, then we need to just sit down and move on. That's it. There were 18 witnesses, 16 or 18 witnesses.
Like, it feels like a teacher calling out the class clown in front of everyone.
Ms. McNeil made her point made, and, you know, we're moving on.
But is the court going to do anything about maybe stopping it from happening again?
When these people are upset about specific things that have gone on from that table, like shooting the middle finger up at this court and laughing and joking, Ms. McNeil, be quiet.
Isn't that fucking wild? This is a school shooter, and this is part of his legal team, and they're just giggling with him, giving everyone the finger. Isn't that wild? I couldn't believe that shit. And I was reading, apparently, like, this judge showed tremendous restraint not holding this team in contempt, because they made a mockery out of the court. And I think the reason, at least based on what I read, I'm no expert, but the reason for her not holding them in contempt is because that prolongs this trial even longer. So she wanted to, like, make sure the sentencing gets passed smoothly, I believe. Because that is crazy, actually.
Be quiet. When these people have sat in this courtroom and watched this behavior from that table, and they want to say that they're not happy about it, what is the problem?
Judge, I have no problem because I have thick skin. But once you bring in my children, I think that's highly improper.
I didn't even know you have children. I don't know what you're talking about. Your children? What about your children?
But that's a comment.
I also don't even think he has children, for what it's worth.
Okay,
So I got real parasocial with this. I don't know this guy. I didn't really like look into him too much, but he doesn't have a wedding ring on, and I feel like he's just making shit up. Because he just keeps finding new things to whine about and like pulling things out of thin air to whine about. And then he eventually just gets disciplined like a misbehaving youth.
Okay. I don't remember any comments about any children. And if there was, it obviously didn't, it came and went without me noticing it.
Judge, I can assure you that if they were talking about your children, you would definitely notice it.
You need to sit down right now. You're out of line. In fact, you're excused. You need to go sit in the back with your
And put on the dunce cap.
chief public defender.
Put on the stupid hat.
Mr. Weeks, please ask the lawyer from your office to go sit down and not say anything else. To try to threaten my children and bring up my children is inappropriate. Go to the back of the room now. That just violated about every rule of professional responsibility that I have never. If you're going to get up here and you're going to...
Judge, I asked you to go sidebar on this matter.
You, sidebar or not, you don't have one of your assistant public defenders say something about my children?
Judge, that same...
It's an absolute
venom
clown show.
that the court is expressing is the same venom that defense counsel had to sit through this entire morning.
What do you mean? Like, so the venom he's talking about is in reference to when the lawyer for the school shooter gave the finger and started laughing. I believe they got reprimanded for that behavior. So that's I think, I could be wrong, I believe that's the venom he's referring to. It's not like they were just like innocently defending someone, doing their due diligence in court. They were actively making a joke out of it. I am so glad a lot of these court cases are being like publicized now. Because a lot of this is absolute lunacy that I had no idea actually went on in these high-profile cases. It's crazy. I had no clue. Did this all happen today? No, it was yesterday. Thanks to Prime. Felix, Fletch, and the resub Rico, Reaper, Doinks, Monk, Pancake, and the tier 1 Old Greet.
Brought up her children multiple times during the trial. Nobody knows if I'm barren or not. They don't know about my children.
Judge.
Sit down. Sit down.
Judge.
Sit down, Mr. Weeks.
Please do not summarily dismiss me.
I'm summarily
I'm
dismissing
asking
you.
the
Go
court.
sit down.
I'm asking the court. I asked the court to go sidebar.
Go sit down. You don't threaten the
Judge,
court's children.
everyone
Your
in this
assistant
courtroom-
just did that. Go sit down.
No one in this courtroom had to endure what we had to
Go
endure.
sit down. Miss McNeil has made her children a spectacle more than once during this trial. That was her choice. You have absolutely no right to have one of your assistants come up here and suggest something about my children. Now, please go sit down.
Judge.
You're inappropriate and out of line. Go sit down.
Judge, may I have a brief recess?
No. Go sit down.
May I have a brief recess?
Can I have some ice cream?
My attorneys.
We're moving on with the sentencing, Mr. Weeks.
So can I have a brief recess?
No.
Thank you.
It's 1:36. Thank you.
Hey, great work out there. you got her, champ. Nice work. Yeah, it is a wild trial, which is so crazy because how can you even like act this way when you're defending someone who is like there's no room for argument. This is the school shooter. Like they are defending the school shooter and somehow laughing about it, joking with him, and making a complete fool out of themselves. Like, I don't get how this even happens. That's the job, though. The job is, like, they have a due diligence that they have to perform where they defend the defenseless, right? I get that. But why are they all laughing with them and flipping off the court? And then, like, talking about the judge's kids and like, oh, why are you guys being mean to us? We just gave you the finger. Why do we have to endure such venom? They probably don't want to be there because they have no chance of winning. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it still doesn't really excuse the actions. Like, you go there, go through the motions, do the bare minimum, and leave. Like, no one expects them to somehow get this kid out of jail or something. Yet they're in there, like, absolutely ruining their reputation. Like, shit, this guy, from what I've read, he could, like, legitimately be disbarred. This guy, big baby man. Isn't this Florida? Yeah, it's in Florida. Thanks to the Prime Chief and the resub Gooble Gobble and Dylan and the Prime Sanctum. If they don't disbar her for flipping the bird, I'll shit. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I mean, like, you can't really do that. Like, you can't just go into court as the goddamn lawyer and just give them all the finger. Like, not even Saul Goodman did that. And he was like the bad boy lawyer. It really isn't even subtle. Well, no, it's not subtle. They even start laughing about it, man.
And laughing and joking. Miss McNeil, be quiet.
It's just so weird. You would think that this is his mom. By the way, this is the piece of shit that pretended to be crazy in the interrogations. Yep. I know. I'm well aware. I may not have really kept up with the trial apart from these wacky clips, but I do know about the kid. What did he do? This is the school shooter, the Parkland school shooter. Thanks to resub Lettuce and Rebel and Jack. He's not a kid, he's an adult. Well, yeah, no, I say kid just because he's young. Like, he's obviously an absolute monster. I'm not, like, excusing anything he did by calling him a kid. I think he's, like, 19. Thanks resub Style and Custer. And the resub Luda. Didn't he plead guilty too? I don't remember actually. He may have. I'm not positive. He did? Thanks to the resub Berm Tea and the Bits Silver. He was sentenced to life in prison today. Oh, they gave him life instead of the death penalty. These are Prime has been. $34 consecutive life sentences. They give people death penalty still. Depends on the state. But yeah, I think they were pushing for death penalty, if I remember correctly.